Salute to the family, salute to the chat. We are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show, welcome to the show. While you guys coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button. Salute to the family. Let's go, let's go. Salute to the family, salute to the team. We are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button, smash that like button. You know why I'm here. Let's get it, let's get it. Get on in here, family. Get on in here. Time to get to work. Salute to the family, salute to the chat. We are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. You know why I'm here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Gentleman Den. So happy to host you guys on this evening. I see the family in the chat heavy already. Salute to Alexis. Salute to Charlie X. Salute to Lala. Salute to the Open Book. Salute to the lovely Monica. Salute to Guns By. Salute to HP. I see y'all in the chat. Salute to Darling. Salute to 11. Salute to Jesse. Salute to Forever. Salute to K-Den. Apex. I see y'all in the building. Salute to the team. Salute to the family. How y'all doing on this evening? I see y'all in the chat. Let's go. Let's get it. You know why I'm here. You know. Salute to Jacqueline. Salute to Charis. Salute to West Indian. I see the family in the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We have some cooking to do on this evening. Yes, indeed. I don't know if you guys remember that I said the Metcalf family will get exposed sooner than later. Right? The Metcalf brothers, will get exposed. Jeff Metcalf will get exposed. Megan will get exposed. The whole Metcalf family will get exposed after the trial, right? But before we get into the updates on Carmelo Anthony, and this, guys, when I tell you, it's spicy. The information that I'm about to share you guys about Carmelo Anthony and the Metcalf brothers, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Salute to you, Geneva Smith. I see you. I see you. I see you, Benny. I see you, ASAP. I see you, Jerome. I see y'all in the chat. I see you, Chalk Love. Salute to the Tory experience in the building. Salute to MTG coming in with the $5 super chat. Salute, family. Thank you so much, MTG, coming in strong already with the $5 super chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, guys, the first thing we're going to discuss on this evening is going to be our good brother, Nolan Wells. It's a lot of information been coming out on this case, right? You guys know that they found his body Monday morning. He was with 3 white gentlemen. They went on a boat trip, came back. They left Nolan's body floating in the ocean. And they received this, and they brought his phone back, right? They didn't tell his parents that he was missing. They went home, act like ain't nothing happened. They didn't contact authorities. They didn't contact a rescue team when they couldn't find Nolan. They just went home and just moved on like ain't nothing happened. They deleted all their social media platforms. The parents deleted all their social media platforms. And now one of the boys' mother is on social media babbling about a whole bunch of nothing, trying to explain why she deleted her social media. The judge, by the way, right? The judge. And then we're going to get into the Carmelo Anthony's case, because I'm telling you guys, we will bring Carmelo Anthony's home. I told you guys, they will not get away with what they did to Carmelo Anthony. And the truth is coming out. The truth about what Judge Roach did in that trial, family, is coming out. We're not playing no games. Salute to K-Den. I see the family in the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button. So, as you guys know, the Wells family has hired Benjamin Crump on this case to do some investigation. So far, Benjamin Crump released some information today that some text messages was deleted from Nolan's cell phone, family. As expected, we already know some funny style shit was going on with those 3 white boys, and the reason why they had his phone. Because in my opinion, by the way, everything that's going to be spoke upon in this live stream is alleged. Is alleged, is alleged, is alleged. Salute to the Tory experience coming in with the $10 super chat. That is putting BTA. Much love. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, Black Daddy for them put belt to ass on this evening. You already know how we get down the Tory experience. The trolls, have a seat. Take your time. Pay your interest fee. If you want to be around all this black excellence, you have to pay an interest fee. Shout out to Brandon in the chat. Shout out to A1 Visuals. I see y'all in the chat, family. I see y'all. Smash that like button when y'all come on in. So let's go over here and see what Benjamin Crump had to say regarding the Nolan Well situation and the family hiring him.
Can you clarify for us what was going on with his cell phone?
Yeah, and that's something that's really troubling to his family as well. You know, the guys on the boat, they said Nolan stayed, but they took his cell phone.
Right.
That's not adding up to them. The fact that then when the family gets the cell phone back, Lindsay, they're saying they are trying to understand why they're deleted messages. And so it's very concerning to them.
And we know that Nolan was a great athlete on the football field. Do we have any sense of how comfortable he was around water and boats?
You know, his father said he was an elite athlete, that he prided himself on his physical prowess.
They probably
he said that his son could swim, and so they're just not accepting that Nolan drowned accidentally.
Man, we know that.
Beyond the headlines, have the Wells family said how they would like Nolan to be remembered?
Yeah, everybody, not only his parents, but the whole community, his teachers, his coaches, the people at his college, they're saying he was just a great guy. Always trying to be supportive, be encouraging, wanted to make the world a better place. His mother talked about his smile, and she's like, she doesn't know when she's ever gonna smile again.
So you guys heard that, right? You guys heard that. You heard the bombshell that Benjamin Crump just laid out right there. The parents, especially the father, came out and said, Nolan know how to swim. He's an elite athlete, but we're not going for that Nolan drown. We're not going for that, right? As is the rest of us. We know what really happened with those boys. We know those 3 white boys done something to Nolan Wells. And then the parents confirmed that it was some text message deleted, family. So they brought his phone back, and they was in his phone, allegedly, deleting text messages. So what the Wells family should do is go to the company that they have their phone with and get a transcript of those deleted text messages. Because if these guys were so innocent, family, why would they delete messages out of Nolan's phone? What are they trying to hide? Why all 3 of these boys got lawyers already as if they are suspects? Because they haven't been accused of anything. They haven't been charged with anything. So why do all of y'all got lawyers? Why are all of y'all erasing y'all whole entire social media platforms? Why is the judge or one of the mothers constantly making posts trying to explain herself? Why wasn't the boys out there with the rescue team looking for Nolan's body? There's a lot of questions, family, that has to be answered, and it has to be answered now. We're not falling for this. None of this makes sense. And can you guys believe that the mainstream media is not even covering this? The mainstream media is not even covering this. Your Fox News, your big white social media, your white content creators, they ain't trying to touch this situation. But they make video after video after video of Carmelo Anthony. They make 1,000 videos of Carmelo Anthony, but when their community get accused of something or their community look bad, they don't want to touch it. No media coverage. It don't fit their narrative. The black person is not the boogeyman, right? It's no way that they can paint the black person as the bad guy. So they're not going to touch this, family. They not going to touch it. But they always got something to say about when it's a black person that's on the opposite side. Salute to MTG with the $2 super chat. This case has all 3 ingredients for a cover-up. Absolutely it does. You are absolutely correct. It does. They know it. That's why they trying to hide it. Salute to you, MTG, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. But let's get into the interview that Benjamin Crump had with your boy, right? I really don't like him, Don Lemon. Let's get into it, family.
After it, and we can analyze. Famed civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump joins us now. Ben, thank you so much. First of all, the most important thing, or one of the more important things, how's the family doing?
They are still in disbelief, Don. It's like they say they're in a nightmare and they can't wake up. They still have so many questions as to how their son, who was set on Monday to have his tryouts, because he is a Division II college athlete, and this was going to be his year. He was having workouts, he was doing training, and so they know that he was very focused on moving to a Division I program, and so they're just shocked that in 48 hours of one of the most consequential days of his life, this would happen. They are just in disbelief. And the reason that's so relevant, Don Lemon, is, there was an alleged argument, and people say that was over things about he was being very clear to not have anything to do with anything that might get in his system, because he knew he had his big workout coming on Monday. And so that's why they're like just not accepting any of this, Don. They are not accepting.
And they shouldn't accept none of this shit that they trying to feed us. That it was something in his system. He was getting all this stuff that they're trying to make up, because you got to understand this. The mainstream media that's giving us all these made up scenarios, it's never the truth. It's just something to feed the public, right? Because they have no answers, or they trying to cover up the truth. That's why a lot of these people are not covering this story. You don't see Nolan Wells blasted all over the place on all here, but I guarantee you, if you go check their platforms right now, family, Carmelo Anthony is all up and down their page. Carmelo Anthony is all up and down their page. But when a black kid wind up missing, body found floating in the ocean, they ain't got nothing to say. And he was with 3 white boys. But they don't cover that because they don't give a damn about black life. None at all.
Their son just died by coincidence or accident.
Ben, do we know what that argument was? Do we know specifically if it was Nolan and people with him?
Well, we have an investigator talking to some of their friends, and we're gathering information. And when we get that information, we will share it because we want to be transparent. We don't want to speculate, but we want to investigate. And that's very critical here. That's why, Don Lemon, we are having an independent autopsy done.
Good.
On top of whatever autopsy was done by the state of Mississippi.
Good.
We're going to have him flown to a medical examiner in Washington, D.C., where his body will be preserved to do an autopsy to study every aspect of if he had any physical injuries to his body beyond drowning.
Good. Good. That's good news. That's great news. Salute to the family for doing that. So Benjamin Crump just let us know that, hey, we are going to do an independent autopsy because we don't trust the state of Mississippi. Because they can tell us anything. They can cover shit up, hide shit. They've been doing this. Telling us, it was because of this. It was because of this. It was because of that. They never give us the truth. But shout out to the family for getting this independent autopsy. And this is going to tell us everything we need to know. If he was beat, if he had anything to do with drugs, any physical altercation. Yes, indeed. Let's go, family. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Salute to my channel members. I appreciate every last single one of you guys that's with me on this evening. Let's get to work, family.
And where are you in that process now?
The body is going to be flown today.
JPS, you got 30 seconds to super chat $100 if you want to stay in this live stream. JBS, you have 30 seconds to super chat $100 or you will be blocked from this channel. Time is ticking.
Expect to have the results of that independent autopsy on Friday.
Ben, what does the autopsy show? Have they given you any information from the autopsy they did? What is that showing?
They haven't given us any information. Obviously, they are saying it's an investigation going on. And, you know, at this point, I believe the sheriff said that they believe that he was left on something. We don't know what the story is, but they're saying it was an unfortunate accident. They're not telling the family anything about whether it was foul play or not. And so that's why the family is so desperate for answers, because they're saying, we don't want you to just wrap this investigation and say, oh, well, it was just an accident and sweep it under the rug.
Right.
Are they saying anything? Are they declaring it a homicide, or they're declaring it accidental? What's the official cause now? And I know that can change, and that's why you're...
JBS, your time is up. Your time is up. The clock had ran out. Go back into your cave, go back to your trailer park and smoke your milk pipe. You're out of here, buddy. Salute to the family, salute to the chat, salute to the trolls. You have a $100 entry fee and you have a 30-second shot clock to make that happen. Let's go.
Having your own independent autopsy and investigation.
As far as we know, his mother, Christine, and his father, Elmo, say they haven't gotten any answers. They, you know, have been asked to turn over his cell phone to the Mississippi law enforcement authorities.
And it's so crazy. How do the families don't have any answers? They found the body, what, July 5th, July 6th? It's now July 9th. And they still don't have any answers? They can't give the family no answers. Nobody know nothing. Do we at least know that the 3 white boys are being in question? And Katie as well. So it's 4 of them. And it was also other people that was on that island as well in different boats. Who was the person that was saying that, oh, we thought he was going to jump into another boat? Like, who said that? It's time to get people to start talking now. This shouldn't take that long. Nolan wasn't by himself. These questions that we are asking, it should be answers just like that. It shouldn't take that long. And the only reason why it's taking this long, family, because they are trying to cover this up. Those 3 white boys and Katie, they trying to get their story together. They trying to get their lie together. That's the reason why they was deleting those text messages in that phone. Because why the fuck are y'all deleting messages in Nolan's phone? Why?
But even that is troubling
salute,
to them,
family, salute to the chat.
They're saying messages that were deleted from his cell phone, so they want to try to dot every I and cross every T. That's and crazy. Investigate everything. They said it's very improbable that Nolan would not have wanted his cell phone with him if he was going to stay on the island.
Why would he stay on the island
There
anyway?
Deleted text messages on his phone? His parents found that? Who found that out?
No, well, they got his phone, so they're trying to figure out there's deletions on the phone, and they're trying to look at what is that about. There's so many inconsistencies going on, and so we're going to have, with our investigators and our associates, we're going to list all the inconsistencies, Don. We just got onto the case yesterday, so we have been staying up late with the family, talking to friends, talking to people who were there on that 4th of July, trying to piece together what really happened to Nolan Wales, what caused him to be a healthy, young college athlete and then to end up dead, washed up on the shore on Monday morning after 4th of July weekend.
After being with 3 of his so-called friends, right? It shouldn't even be an investigation. I understand, yes, they have to do protocol. I get that. But Nolan was with somebody. He was with people, multiple people. You tell me y'all can't get answers out of any one of those 3 boys? None of them got answers. Everybody, I don't know. So everybody saying, I don't know. Katie don't know. The 3 white boys don't know. Because y'all did this to Nolan. And y'all was hoping, family, they was hoping that we didn't find Nolan's body. That's what they was hoping. That's why they left Nolan in that island. We are not dumb. 2 + 2 is 4. It's very simple. You go on a boat trip with your friends on the island, whatever y'all doing, drinking, partying, smoking, everybody get back on the boat and come back home. But one person didn't come. One person didn't make it. One person was left behind. And not only that, that one person is not alive anymore. But nobody got no answers. We don't know. They got Nolan's phone, deleted text messages. Everybody got a lawyer. See, you devils thought y'all was going to get away with this shit. Because you've been seeing the rest of these cases of black people getting lynched, black people winding up missing, and the case winding up closed. See, that's what they thought. They say, look, we white. Our mother is a judge. Our father is a lawyer. We good. We can go out there on the trip, and we can just say, we ain't seen Nolan. He just walked off. We don't know. He was drunk. He was this. He was that. See, they think they can create their own story of what happened. But I'm glad this family is going to get an independent autopsy because Nolan just drowning is not the end of this case, family. It's not. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. I am glad to host you guys on this evening. Salute to my channel members. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And another thing, family, make sure you guys put your notifications on. Hit that notification bell, right? And to the trolls, you have a $100 interest fee to pay. You have 30 seconds to pay it.
Just to clarify, you said you're doing your own independent autopsy. And Ben, you and I have been through, sadly, similar situations like this. But you have your own independent investigators, too. You're independently investigating this, I am sure.
Absolutely, Don. We are leading this investigation from the parents' perspective. The parents want to know objectively. They don't want to rely on the state of Mississippi investigation to be the end of the story here. And so as you reminisce, Don, there's so many cases that we worked on that it was our independent autopsies, our independent investigations that got us to where we were able to get some measure of justice, whether that was Breonna Taylor, whether that was Ahmaud Arbery, whether that was George Floyd, and all these number of tragedies where young black lives were taken from this earth far too soon. And now here we are yet again. And I know it's challenging because when we look at the history of the state of Mississippi, it has not been what we call equal justice for black people in America. When you look at the history of Mississippi, this is the state where Emmett Till was lynched.
Look, I'm from one state over in Louisiana. So trust me, I know. And that said, Ben, there have been people who have been pointing out on the internet, some prominent people saying, Imagine if the situation was reversed. If it was 3 black boys or young men who went out with a white young man and the white young man ended up dead. Imagine the outrage and the news coverage and the demands of investigations as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and let me show you the picture. They made a picture of this on X, right? I'm glad that Don brought that up because the news coverage is not covering Nolan Wells' case right now. They are very quiet about Nolan. We already knew they was going to be quiet, but this is the picture that Don Lemon is talking about. What if it was like this? What if the situation was like this? 3 black boys with a white guy. They went on a boat trip. They was last seen with them. They took a picture and everything. This is that picture of Nolan and those 3 white boys. That picture was before they went on their boat trip. 3 black guys go on a boat trip with a white guy. They come back. They got the white guy phone. Hey, what happened to Peter? We don't know. Y'all got his phone? Yeah. Okay, where the fuck he at? I don't know. Next thing you know, they pick up Peter's body in the lake 2 days from now. 2 days, they find his body.
Yeah, and that's the crux of the matter, Don Lemon. That's why I'm so grateful to you and your network for, at the very beginning, covering this matter. So often when Black lives are taken, it is the media of people who have compassion and care for our community that make mainstream media pay attention. And I think this is one of those situations. And if the crux of the matter, if these were 3 black kids with a white kid, and that white kid ends up dead after they claim they left him, they can't remember anything, but they have their cell phone, you have to ponder whether they would be treating this as a murder investigation or if this was what they call just investigation into accidental death.
No, they would treat it as a murder investigation. We already know. How many countless of black fatigue videos would you guys be seeing on social media right now, especially from the Sambos? The Sambos ain't even covering this, right? And if some of the Sambos that's covering this, all they doing is attacking us, why black people making this about race? This has nothing to do with race. We don't know what happened. It's always they don't know what happened when it comes to a black person being a victim. Because like I always tell you guys, they don't look at black people as victims. The mainstream media do not look at black children and black life as victims. That's why they're not covering this. It don't fit their narrative. They not treating those 3 white boys as suspects. They are not witnesses. They are not friends. They are suspects. Plain and simple. And they taking their time doing the investigation when they can go direct to the source. He was with those 3 boys right there. That's when the last time Nolan Wells was alive and had breath in his body, with those 3 devils. Go get them. Treat them as suspects. Charge them with murder. But of what? That's too good to be true, of course. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. While you guys coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member so you can support the work that we got going on over here. Salute to my channel members. I am so glad to host you guys on this evening. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. The trolls, again, you have 30 seconds to make a $100 contribution to the platform. 30 seconds. That's all you got. Let's get it, family.
You have to ponder that. It is you can't be being honest with yourself if you say they would not have treated this investigation differently.
We know that for sure.
Ben, was he a strong swimmer?
His mother and father say he was a strong swimmer. He was an athlete. He was about to be a Division I wide receiver, Don. You know, athletes have to maintain their physical prowess. Their bodies are in extraordinary shape. And that's what they believe Nolan Wells was, an extraordinary athlete.
And they probably was hating because he was such an elite athlete. A lot of those white boys be jealous of black athletes because they know we better than them in every way. When it comes to getting women, when it comes to playing any sport, we are elite across the board. And we seen Nolan, you know, dancing, drinking with white women. They probably was jealous because of that. Nolan probably had all the girls at school, at their high school. When they go to their little meetups or parties, all the white girls surrounding Nolan. He was a ladies' man. I showed you guys countless of videos of white women talking about how insecure these white men is when it comes to them even dealing with a black man or friends with a black man. They feel inferior to black masculinity, and they jealous. That's why they have no problem hurting black boys, leaving them out there to drown. Just like we played that video yesterday on X of that young black boy in the lake by himself while his friends on the other side laughing at him, making monkey sounds.
Yeah, I mean, look, the evidence is there. We can see his record. We can see who he looks, a good-looking, healthy young man. Ben, anything else? If something comes out of this autopsy, you said you expect to get the results by Friday, correct?
Yes, sir. Friday morning, we plan to have them.
So tomorrow, so tomorrow, Benjamin Crump here that's hired on this case, he's doing the investigation. The family is doing an independent autopsy. We should have the results tomorrow. And I'm very, very interested to see what that autopsy has to say. Very, very interested. Salute to Jerome Davis coming in with the $10 super chat. The usual suspects are always lying. I have zero compassion for the Metcalf family. Where was the compassion for the Anthony's family? All they do is fucking lie. I added in the fucking. He didn't say that. But all they do is lie. That's all they do. And they won't. And they get mad, Jerome, when we don't accept the lie. They get mad because they're going to push their lies on us, their narratives, and we know it's bullshit. We call it out as bullshit. Then they get mad. No, it don't work like that. We're not going for none of that. But salute to you, Jerome, for the $10 super chat. Bro, I really appreciate that. Salute to you. But Benjamin Crump said, guys, we should have the autopsy results tomorrow. I am really looking forward to see what happened to Nolan. Salute to you, Jerome. Appreciate that, bro.
Depending on what comes out of this autopsy, then you'll figure out where to go next. Now, I know that they've been saying, go ahead, I'm sorry, go on.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. In different times that you and I have talked about these cases and you use your platform to give a voice to these victims, oftentimes we would turn to the Department of Justice. But here I think we're going to have to work with the local authorities in the state of Mississippi if we find any instance independent autopsy. Is going to be very important for many, many reasons, Don Lemon, many, many reasons. And so as soon as we get that, we will come back on and talk to you about the findings and what they mean.
Yeah. I know that you look, we have a time crunch here, and I understand that because you're very busy and you're working on this case. I just need to know, they said that these were childhood friends or longtime friends. Or have you been able to investigate that? Is that true?
Apparently, they all went to high school together, Don Lemon. Mm-hmm. And, these young men come from prominent families in the Ocean Springs community. And so we are trying to get to the bottom of this one way or the other. Mm-hmm. We know that they have attorneys, so they are not speaking at this time. But we intend at some point to hear from them as to what happened on that Horn Island off the Gulf Coast of Mississippi on July 4th weekend. And so that's what we're waiting for. And we have to keep pushing, Don. And thank you. And thank you to your audience. Thank you to everybody on social media. Thank you to everybody who gave on GoFundMe so they can afford investigators and independent autopsies, because it is very difficult when you're trying to get the truth to be revealed when it seems like people are not trying to be transparent.
Yeah. We spoke to Ben, a member of the Cajun Navy who was looking for part of the search, and he said the mother, at the time that we were recording it yesterday, that the mother had not had an opportunity to view the body, either yesterday or the day before. Has the mother had an opportunity to view the body yet?
Not at this time.
What?
Oh, man.
So the mother haven't viewed her child's body yet? And this what, July 9th? July 9th, and she still ain't seen her body. How the mother ain't seen the body? How we even know that's Nolan? Who identified Nolan? Who identified the body if the parents can't even see the body? Because we know what Mississippi has a history of doing, covering up a lot of bullshit, a lot of racism, a lot of racist history in the state of Mississippi. A lot of lynchings. A lot of black people go missing in this state. A lot of unresolved cases in Mississippi. And the mother have yet to see her son's body. The family should have been the first people to go visit their child. That is insane.
And why is that? Is that because is that normal, Ben? Is that procedural?
No, I think they just got the body.
You know why? I think his name Cornell X is quiet because he ain't get hired. A lot of these, Cornell X's and y'all favorite girl, that Candace lady, all she do is chase clout, chase money. They don't really care about these situations like this. All they care about is their Instagram views. But when it's actually time to put boots on the ground and do real investigation work and be voices of our people, they go missing. You got to retain them. They go silent. When it don't benefit their pockets, they have nothing to say. That Candace lady, when did all that shucking and jiving at Carmelo Anthony's case, you ain't heard from her since. I seen her liking posts on Charleston White Instagram, shouting him out when he was disrespecting the Anthony's family. And she was sitting up here caping for Latinos. All these so-called activists be out here tap dancing. If it's not about clout, social media views, money, you won't see them.
They back yesterday, and so they are preparing the body for the independent autopsy. And I will say this, Don. We don't know the condition of his body. Mm-hmm. And so obviously that's going to be a hard decision, I think, for his father, if his wife, Christine, will be able to look at, his body, if it's disfigured in any way. We don't know. We're going to find that out. Just keep them in prayer. Because this is every parent's worst nightmare.
Absolutely.
Look, don't I know it? Look, as you know, my sister died of a drowning back in 2018. My other sister died in May of last year, and my mother has not been the same in my family. It's just not the way it's supposed to happen. We think our parents, we don't like it, but they will go before us. But for a parent to lose a child is one of the worst things, if not the worst
thing
that,
eyes open,
that can happen.
Yeah, it is live. You're right. Devil
services, horn. Are they waiting until after the autopsy, or are they going to do something?
Wait until after the autopsy.
Okay.
And, I know they're planning memorials at his college as well as his old high school. I mean, young people, you don't expect 18 and 19-year-old friends to die. And so it's always devastating, not only to his family, but to all those in his community. All those young people who consider him a friend that they thought they were going to spend their life together, on this journey. And now he's gone.
calling herself an activist. I think that's her name out there in Texas. That she go all over the place trying to sue people. You know what I'm saying? Acting like she an activist for black people. But she was nowhere to be found during the 5-day trial of Carmelo Anthony. But after the trial, here she come talking shit. Yeah, Dr. Candace Matthews, clout chaser. Only thing she looking for is lawsuits, and she's trying to be famous. She don't give a damn about black people. She went out there and did all that yelling and screaming about Carmelo Anthony. She ain't said nothing since. But she on Charleston White Instagram liking the pictures and videos coming while he's disrespecting the Anthony's family.
And it's so painful to everybody in that community.
Ben Crump, thank you so much. Please keep us updated, and our regards to the family, and come back and let us know what's going on. And if the mom wants to come on or any of the family members, let us know. Thank you.
I'm sure Miss Christine is going to come on because she's very grateful to you, Don.
Thank you. Ben Crump, we appreciate it.
All right, guys, so that's Benjamin Crump. He just gave us the latest information on the Nolan Wells case. A lot of information that came out. The family is doing an independent autopsy. He said we should have the results Monday morning. I'm very excited to see what happened to Nolan. I'm really I'm just saying. It shouldn't even be. We shouldn't have this many unanswered questions. We shouldn't. It's not like Nolan was on a boat by himself. He wasn't by himself. He was with individuals. Nobody got no answers, right? The parents got the phone. They see deleted text messages in the phone. They trying to understand who deleted those messages. And the parents haven't even seen Nolan yet. And I see the open book said they probably identified Nolan with dental records. So that's probably how they did it. Because I'm trying to understand, why did the mother and father hasn't seen their child yet? And it's July 9th. And y'all found his body on July 5th, going into July 6th. Salute to the chat. Salute to the family. That boy is guilty as hell. Who you talking about, Jackson? If you a troll, you have 30 seconds. You are on the clock. Super chat $100 or you will get blocked. You will get blocked. So, family, it's time to move over and discuss what's going on with our good brother Carmelo Anthony, right? So, the affidavit that's on the attorney of Carmelo Anthony, right? It shows a lot. It's telling us a lot, right? It stated that the brothers was arrested for graffiti, racist graffiti. And did you guys know that Carmelo Anthony and the Metcalf family agreed before trial to leave out certain information about both parties, about Carmelo Anthony's character, about the twins' character? They made a deal that they wouldn't present this into the courthouse. And that's the reason why Carmelo Anthony didn't get on the stand. That's why. But let's get into it, family. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat.
You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, Mike Camfield, you have 30 seconds before you get blocked. Mr. Neanderthal, you have 30 seconds to super chat $100 or you will get blocked.
Your way in.
That he would not allow a false impression to be presented to the jury by a defense witness, right? And that if such thing occurred, he would respond by going into the character, reputation, and extraneous evidence from the state's notice. So apparently Carmelo Anthony had some things too that the state was threatening that they were going to go into about Carmelo. right? About his character, his reputation. So both of these kids had different things.
So basically, the state has something on Carmelo Anthony about his reputation or his character, right? We already know that he don't have a criminal record. He never been involved in nothing criminal activity. So it's probably with something like a fight or something like that that they didn't want to bring to court to, show the jury or the public. And they also hid a lot of information on the Metcalf brothers that we are about to expose in this video, family. We already knew that the Metcalf brothers was bullies, racists, animals, predators. We already knew that. But this affidavit right here is finna expose the truth. Let's get into it, family.
Right? Both of these kids had different things. You can see it right here. It's in the paperwork. After the defense asked about Carmelo Anthony's family member testifying at sentencing, Mr.
Let me get you up out of here. Just like that. Boom. Just like that. You said they didn't make a deal. Toby Shook made a deal behind the scene. Oh, so Toby made the deal. Oh, okay. But in his paperwork, it got Mike name on it. Okay, so both, they all on the same team, so they all made the deal. They all agreed on this. They agreed on it in front of Judge Roach. That's why they didn't bring it to the courts. And that's another reason why Hunter didn't take the stands. But salute to Jerome coming in with the $10 super chat. What was he doing celebrating the 4th of July? I believe he was forced off that boat and laughed at. It's no telling, Jerome, but we will find out tomorrow during the autopsy. Benjamin Crump already informed us that the family did a independent autopsy, and they will have the results tomorrow morning. So we will see what happened. The autopsy will tell it all. But salute to you, Jerome Davis, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Let's get back to this work.
Mr. Werski, that's the assistant DA, y'all, he agreed that the agreement would cover Carmelo Anthony's mother testifying to the standard, "I love my son, please show him some mercy" type of testimony, but nothing further. They controlled his mama's testimony.
Wow.
Boy, this is demonic shit right here, bro. I'm showing y'all this. This is demonic, my nigga. They control this nigga mama testimony. That's crazy. That's why the mama got on the stand and said exactly what she said. And no more. No more. They knew they had this boy hooked. Boy, this is sad work right here, bro. This is sad work right here, bro. And I told you niggas, them niggas don't want to listen. When I tell you some shit, I'm a real nigga, man. To the texture, my nigga. And I told y'all all of these things. Niggas ain't want to listen to me, though. It always be like that. That shit hit different when you see it later on. The things I told y'all on this channel. Right? So check this out, y'all. On May the 21st, 2026, the defense and the prosecution teams met with Judge Roach in his chambers. During that meeting, both sides explained the agreement to the judge, describing it again as both sides agreeing not to go into character, reputation, or strenuous evidence as it applies to
Thank
both
you so
sides
much for
during
that. I
the guilt,
appreciate you for being
innocence,
here.
and sentencing phases. As long as no doors are open or false impressions given, we agree that the best way to document such an agreement would be for the defense to draft a file motion and limit applying to character, reputation, and extraneous evidence applicable to all witnesses. So it would cover both the Metcalf twins and Carmelo. But if made public, would not trigger reporting in the media about the bad act evidence specific to certain witnesses, thus endangering a fair trial. On May the 21st, 2026, I drafted a motion in limine as described above and sent it to Mr. Werski by email. It was hand-delivered to the judge on the opening day of trial. Boy, these
So hold on.
dirty dogs.
Did you hear that, family? Did you hear that? We agreed that the best way to document such an agreement, right, would be best for the defense to draft a motion applying to character, reputation, evidence applying to all witnesses, both Metcalf twins and Mr. Anthony. If made public, we not trigger reporting in the media about bad act evidence suspected in certain witnesses. These are some devilish people. These are some And this is the setup, family. This was the setup the whole time, trying to hide the reputation of the Metcalf brothers for being bullies. Why you think they out here trying to target us? Why you think they out here trying to discredit us? Talking about the Metcalf brothers wasn't bullies. They didn't have a violent history. When the cheerleader already came out and said how he treated them, and the mother have already solidified that Austin and Hunter was very aggressive if somebody say something to them that hurt their feelings. So they did a deal with the judge to not expose their bad act behavior. Salute to Heavenly Cut with the $2 super chat. Toby slick ass made a private call to Whiskey. He probably did. It's a lot of slick shit going on, Heavenly. It's a lot of shit. And it's a lot of shit that's getting exposed. Salute to you. Yeah, Ticket TV be on some BS. He do be on some BS. He be on some hating shit. He be on a lot of BS. But I'm gonna call him out on a lot of his BS. But let's stay tuned. Let's stay focused, family. I'm gonna call Ticket TV out on a lot of his BS.
These some dirty dogs, boy. This is dirty work right here, man. Absolutely disgusting. Y'all are seeing this right here? Are y'all not seeing this?
Thank you, Nicole.
I'm showing y'all this. Everything I was telling y'all see it right here in the paperwork. Right? Think about this. So they have noted all of these things that happened. Right? So everybody that's out here lying to y'all, telling y'all that they're liars, stone cold liars, bro. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, man. Now let's look at some of the witness statements. Austin's a really big guy. He's kind of an aggressive guy on the team, right?
So you guys see that? Austin is a really big guy, and he's kind of like an aggressive guy on the team, right? Let's keep going.
Listen to this, right? These were statements made to the police regarding Austin and Hunter Metcalf being easily triggered and having a loud mouth and being passionate, not allowing themselves to be disrespected.
They didn't bring this to the court.
Austin got the same way he got during the altercation. It's the same way he got with some of us. Somebody told that to the cops.
Wow. Somebody made, this is a police report that somebody made to the police. It said Austin got the same way that he got during the altercation is the same way he got with some of us. And the mellow kid something or whatever, then he just Austin kid or got triggered. I don't understand that. It said Austin and Hunter, they're not going to let you disrespect them and Austin. He's like a big guy, so nobody really wants to fight him. And we know that Austin approached Carmelo first. And then, no, Hunter approached Carmelo first, then Austin followed. And he said Austin really a passionate guy. And Jose told police about Austin's history of fighting and almost getting kicked off the football team for fighting. Let me repeat that. This is in the affidavit and in the police report. These are members of the team. These are students from the school. It said Austin, he's like a big guy, so nobody really wants to fight him, right? And Austin, really a passionate guy. Jose told police, right? Jose, whoever Jose is, you need to come forward. Jose told police about Austin's history of fighting and almost getting kicked off the football team. He has a history of fighting. But they didn't talk about that in the trial. They didn't bring that up to the court. They hid this. They blocked this. They didn't want Austin's character to be exposed during the trial. They didn't want Austin. They didn't want to make it seem like Austin was the aggressor. Right? Salute to Heavily coming in with a $5 super chat. I stayed in Crook, Collin County. A defense job is to highlight all the pass up into the stabbing. That's his whole case. Howard got bullied by Whiskey. He probably did. I agree. It's a lot of corrupt shit going on with this case. And as we can see right here, why they didn't bring this up during trial. But salute to you heavily with the $5 cash app. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Jose said that Austin has a history of fighting and getting kicked out the football team for fighting. And Austin was the person that put his hands on Carmelo Anthony. Right? I know a lot of people saying Ticket TV is trash, he a clown, but that's cool. I'm using Ticket TV as an example right now, right? I'm gonna get to him because he be tap dancing, he be bootlicking, and he be doing a lot of hating ass shit. I just want to discuss this right here, and we gonna get to him. It's a reason why I played this video, family. It also states that I've known Austin for a while, and if Austin is about to get into a fight, you can tell. Austin can be a bit aggressive at times. He has a bolder mouth sometimes. These are students from his school, players on the football team. So all of those 21 witnesses that got on their stand and said all that bull jive, they didn't mention this. They didn't bring this up.
Mellow kid something or whatever, and then Austin kind of got triggered. These are the statements they gave to the police, y'all. This nigga deserve a new trial. He gonna get a new trial, I believe.
We getting a new trial.
Austin and Hunter Metcalf, they're not going to let you disrespect them. And Austin, he's like a big guy, so nobody really wants to fight him. Look at the statements they gave to the cops. Austin's really a passionate guy. And Jose told police about Austin's history of fighting and almost getting kicked off the football team for fighting. I've known Austin for a while, and if Austin is about to get into a fight, you can tell.
So my question is, why didn't they present this police report during trial? Well, we already know why, right? The setup was in, the play was in, right? Everybody's mind was already made up. The jury only had one job to do, was to find Carmelo Anthony guilty no matter what they heard in the court. Those 21 witnesses got coached to lie on Carmelo Anthony. And not only that, Carmelo Anthony's team allowed those 21 witnesses to say that they believed that it wasn't self-defense. He allowed them children to get on stand and say that and didn't object. When you got people that's in this police report that's giving you history about these boys, but you have the Megyn Kelly, you have white mainstream media, you have your Nancy Grace, you got your Sambos out here talking about these boys are men of God. That's what Jeff said on Fox News. He got compassion. He got love. They are not what people are trying to paint them out to be. They are not bullies. That's what Megyn said. But at the same time, Megyn confirmed that her sons are out of control. She can't even control her sons. And y'all remember when I reviewed Megyn's interview on Fox News, when Hunter shushed her on live TV and she ain't do shit about it. Shushed her on live TV, heavily coming back in with the $5 super chat. Last thing. It don't have to be a last thing, brother. Speak your piece, right? This our platform. You can speak your piece whenever you feel need to, brother. Hunter ass wasn't on trial. Why the fuck was his character need to be spared? That alone showed you it's some bullshit going on. Free Carmelo. Exactly. That's a good point. Why was they trying to spare Hunter's character? Because you know why? They're twins heavily. They're twins. They like a package deal. Because Hunter have already said in both of his interviews that him and Austin like this. Austin got his back, right or wrong. So they had to make sure that they protect Austin's character. They had to spare his because they know that it will reflect on how Austin behave. That's why. Because Hunter approached Carmelo first, but Austin got that work. That's why Hunter stayed far away from this trial as possible. The district attorney, the prosecutor kept Hunter far away from the stand because they had this right here. Carmelo Anthony's defense team didn't present this because they signed off on sealing this. Multiple police reports. You can tell that these students that's speaking against Carmelo Anthony, not Carmelo Anthony, but the Metcalf brothers to the police, they afraid of those boys because every statement said he's a big guy and people are afraid to fight him, right? This is what one of the guys said. Austin, he's a big guy, so nobody really wants to fight him. These kids are terrified of these boys. They also said Austin could be a bit aggressive. Everybody is saying this, but we lying, right? We are the ones that's lying. We making this up. When we say that these boys bullied Carmelo Anthony, these people think we speaking a whole different other language. Let's keep going, family. Salute to you, Heavenly, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro.
Austin can be a bit aggressive at times.
We got over 500 viewers in the building, family. We need 500. We need 500 likes, family. Let's get the likes up, family. I am so glad and I'm so excited to host you guys on this evening. Salute to the family. Salute to my channel members. Salute to the chat. If we got any trolls in the building, you have 30 seconds to contribute to the platform. 30 seconds and I'm getting you out of here. Let's get it.
And he has a bolder mouth sometimes.
Smash that like button.
Look at this. But Austin's mama came on TV talking about, oh, nah, he's the more relaxed one, man. You're a liar. According to these students. Right? Think about this. They said if the prosecution did not call any of these witnesses, the defense was ready to call them during the defense's case in chief in question, them as hostile witnesses. Furthermore, the defense intended to call witnesses familiar with Austin and Hunter Metcalf's reputation for violence and bullying.
Wow.
This is the truth. All that shit.
Okay. Let's go over this. The defense was ready to call during the defense case, right? And question them as hostile witnesses. Furthermore, the defense intended to call witnesses familiar with Austin and Hunter Metcalf reputation for violence and bullies. The defense intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and bullying. Salute to the Tory experience with the $5 super chat. Where are the trolls at now? Ain't no back talking. Belt to ass. Yeah, Tory experience. They very quiet in here today. I think we cooking a little. I think we cooking a little too hard. See, they go run and hide, Tory, when it get hot in here. See, when we get hot, they suffocate. They run up hell out. They can't come in here and say, oh, he's guilty. See, the truth is coming. I told you guys that this family will get exposed. They will get exposed, right? Let me reread this again. I want to read this and make sure that we can understand what we are looking at right here. Salute to the family. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Become a channel member so you can support the work we got going over here, family. Smash that like button. Let's get the likes up. If the prosecution did not call all of these witnesses, the defense was ready to call during the defense case and question them hostile witnesses. Furthermore, the defense intended to call witnesses familiar. That's key, family. The defense intended to call witnesses familiar with Austin and Metcalf's reputation, right? For violence and bullying. The defense intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and bullying. I want to read that sentence again, family, because I want to make sure, because I know that they come over here and they watch us, family, and they run back to their platforms with their own narratives. This is in black and white. This is in black and white. The defense intended to call witnesses who was themselves victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and bullying. I just read you guys the police report of the violent history of Austin Metcalf fighting people on the team, almost getting kicked off the team multiple times. But the coach didn't get on the stand and tell us about that. And that's the only reason why they was at their track meet, because the coach was fed up with their behavior, that he said that y'all need to go to their track meet and be a leader in the representation, because y'all been a failure of this football team, and y'all need to make it up and go be a leader at the track meet, not be top flight security of the tent. Salute to MTG coming in with the $2 super chat. Salute, can't run from the truth. Yeah, they got them track shoes on, MTG. They got them track shoes on. Let's get it, family. Salute to you guys. Smash that like button. Let's get 500 views. Let's push this out here in the algorithm. Jerome coming in with a $10 super chat. When was the last time Carmelo started stuff with Austin? The twins came to him. Carmelo was more of a Christian than Hunter and Austin would ever be in their miserable lives. See, the thing is, Jerome, he never confronted them. Not only that, Jerome, he warned them that he didn't want no smoke. After Austin put his hands on him, he said, bro, put your hands on me again and see what happened. And I just read y'all the police report. The defense had witnesses that was ready to testify about the reputation of the Metcalf brothers' violent and bullying behavior. But Carmelo Anthony is the one that's getting all the scrutiny on social media right now. All these black people tap dancing against Carmelo Anthony, talking about he should have walked away. He should have done that. It wasn't no walking away. These Metcalf brothers are demons and devils. Their whole objective was to jump Carmelo Anthony and make sure they harm him. They wasn't concerned about the tent. Salute to you, Jerome, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, bro. Let's get back into the content, family.
I was telling y'all about the videos and shit. That's a lie. This is the honest truth right here.
Bro, he always talking about somebody lying.
The defense intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims of Metcalf twins' violence and bullying. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. Did I tell y'all this? So all of these people that's on YouTube lying, talking about, man, I'm telling you right now, dog, cause see, I'm gonna tell you something, nigga. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man, cause see, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Man, I think it was 2 knives, nigga. I don't think he did it, nigga. I seen a clear video, nigga. No. Let's just stick to the facts. Austin and Hunter Metcalf were rumored to be outright bullies. Period. Right? And violent. Right? And the fact that this was not able to be presented in court because the own lawyer made an agreement, that is where this case went wrong.
So the lawyers now made an agreement to keep this out of court. We needed this in court. We needed this presented to the juries. We needed this presented to the public. Countless of police reports of students, athletes, talking about how they fear for themselves against the Metcalf twins because they have a history of violence. And the defense intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims. Let me repeat it again. The defense intended to call witnesses who was themselves victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and bullying. Right? Why did they leave this out? Why did Judge Roach agree to keep this out of the trial? This information was key. Because y'all want to make it seem like that the Metcalf brother were just some innocent boys that were just concerned about Carmelo Anthony being under a tent, but the whole time they had a different agenda, family. These boys are violent. These boys are criminals. They're thugs. Salute to the prophet coming in with the $10 super chat. These folks are going to learn this isn't the good old days. We FBA folks it's on that fucking around and find out time. Absolutely. Salutes to you, Ryder Prophet B1, for the $10 super chat. Yeah, we on a different type of time. They know it. That's why they have to keep lying about us, Ryder. They have to keep projecting. They won't update their stereotypes. All the mainstream media is covering this story, but they not talking about this. I guarantee you, Megyn Kelly not going to talk about this. I guarantee you the Sambos, Mr. Potato Head, Rock in the face, Moose in the face, they're not going to talk about this. They're going to ignore this just like they ignoring our good brother, Nolan Wells. May he rest in peace. We got over 683 viewers in the building, family. We only got 287 likes. Let's get the likes up, family. Let's get them likes up. Let's spread the word. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Salute to my channel members. I appreciate you guys. I am so glad to host you guys on this evening. Let's go. This is the hottest show on YouTube. Make sure you guys turn on your notification bell. It's getting hot in here. I got to take my goddamn hoodie off. Let's go, family.
That's why this boy doing 35 years. Not because of all them lies these people told y'all with that fake ass shit they told y'all. The defense intended to question Memorial High School teachers about the Metcalf twins' disciplinary history contained in their school records, which corroborated their character and violence and bullying.
Wow.
Are y'all not watching this? Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Are y'all not watching this, what I'm telling y'all right now? Because what I'm telling y'all, what I'm showing y'all, this shit crazy. What I'm showing y'all right here, right now, these people don't came out. The case didn't need it. The truth was going to get you over the hump.
So, let me read this, family, just in case y'all missed this part, right? It says, high school, the defense intend to question Memorial high school teachers about the Metcalf twins' disciplinary history, right? Contained in their school record. Let me repeat that part, family. This part right here is so key. The defense intended to question Memorial High School teachers about the Metcalf twins' disciplinary history. So far, family, so far, we got police reports of multiple students, football players talking about how they was victims of the Metcalf brothers' bullying and violence. You got school teachers that was ready to testify about the Metcalf twin disciplinary history during school, their records. Salute to Apex for being a channel member. Thank you so much, Apex. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. Salute to the Tory Experience. She sent in 5 gifted memberships. Round of applause for the Tory Experience. Thank you so much, the Tory Experience. Thank you so much for that, love. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. You are the GOAT. You the GOAT for that. Salute to Heavily coming in with the $5 super chat. Now you see why Jeff Metcalf was trying to say, let's not make it about race. He knew that racist graffiti arrests will stick in their cases. And you know what, Heavily? Why you think he around here on his press tour trying to do damage control? Because his true intentions was on that TikTok live when he came out and said, oh, Carmelo Anthony is a watermelon felon. That's his character. And it shows from these boys' behavior. We got witnesses, we got police report, we got school teachers that was willing to get on the stand and talk about the Metcalf disciplinary history and their records of violence and bullying. And let me read this last sentence, family. And finally, the defense intended to inflict testimony about the Metcalf twins' arrest for racist graffiti. Case closed, family. Case fucking closed. Case closed, family. Case closed. The defense intended to conflict the testimony about Metcalf's twins' arrest for racist graffiti. Oh, really? What they say, the N-word? We ain't surprised. And just like our good brother Heavenly said, that's why Jeff Metcalf wanted to harper on, let's not make this about race, because he knew that his sons had a troubling background when it comes to racism. The defense said that they was going to have a testimony about the Metcalf twins, not Austin, the Metcalf twins' arrest for racist graffiti. Judge Roach, can you come to the forefront, please? I need to have a word with you. You was on your interview babbling about a whole bunch of nothing, talking about how you got sympathy for the Metcalf family, and you wanted to make sure that you rush this trial so that the Collin County community can heal. Heal from what? Heal from the Metcalf twins and their radical and violent behavior? No, what you did try to do, Judge Roach, you hid this evidence, but you was the main one on that interview, kept talking about I follow the law. I follow the law. I feel good. I sleep good at night because I follow the law. I did this. I made sure this. So you seen this, Judge Roach, and you sat down and did that interview and said that you proud in your decisions, and the jury got it right. And you have empathy for the Metcalf family when they got this type of history, this type of violent and bully history. Judge Roach seen evidence of bullying and violence. He seen statements. He seen school records. He seen the high school teachers that was ready to testify about the records of the Metcalf brothers on their violence and bullying, and he just signed this off so this wouldn't go to trial. This is why Judge Roach rushed this trial. He did not want this to get out. He did not want us to know this. They had to try to make it seem like Austin Metcalf was this clean-cut kid that would just, Carmelo, can you just please leave the tent, please? And the aggressive black boy with the knife came there looking for trouble. That's what they want us to believe, family. That's what they want us to believe. But it's something wrong with us. Ticket TV, he sound like a fat motherfucker. Keep talking about everybody is lying. But he's the one telling the truth. The Metcalf was arrested for racist graffiti, family. Smash that like button. We got over 700 viewers in the building. Let's get 700 likes, family. Shout out to the family. Shout out to my channel members. Shout out to y'all support. Shout out to y'all support. Let's get back to work, family. Let's go.
In this case, let's keep going, right? So it says that the defense, they were ready to call witnesses, y'all, familiar with Austin and Hunter Metcalf's reputation for violence and bullying. The defense intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and bullying. Read this, y'all. The defense intended to question the Memorial High School teachers. Remember I told y'all? Why did they call these people teachers in here? I would have subpoenaed the teachers, subpoenaed the students, subpoenaed the classmates. I would have had the whole goddamn world up there.
Hey, 88 truck back. You got 30 seconds to super chat $500 or you getting blocked. You on the clock.
Secret agreement under the table. But these people on YouTube telling y'all lies. Oh, I seen the video. It was clear. Nigga, you a liar. This case don't even need that. I told y'all the truth was going to be enough to get you over the hump in this case. James, what up, dog? Salute. Let's keep going, y'all. It says
so we already read that part, right? Let me read section 16, family. It says, in good faith reliance upon the agreement, the defense did none of this. The defense even limited its questions of witnesses about statements they made about the Metcalf twins being triggered, having a loud mouth, being passionate, etc., that had been deemed to be allowed under the agreement in abundance of caution to avoid opening the door. So they tried not to open up that door about the Metcalf brothers being triggered, having a loud mouth. They agreed to not open up that door. Let's keep going.
Were prepared to call witnesses who themselves were victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and bullying. The defense intended to question the Memorial High School teachers, y'all, about
88 Trump, your time is up. Get the fuck out of here.
the Metcalf twins' disciplinary history contained in their school records, which corroborated their character for violence and bullying. And finally, the defense intended to elicit testimony about the Metcalf twins' arrest for racist graffiti. Game over, y'all.
Game over.
Game over.
It's over.
Game over.
But this is what I don't understand when it comes to these people that was calling us out, calling out black people, saying that we trying to pull the race card, even though Jeff Metcalf got on the internet and proved that himself, that this was about race. And this is the reason, family, Judge Roach put in that gag order 8 months ago. It wasn't before the trial, family. Judge Roach put in the gag order 8 months when the trial was presented on his desk, because he seen all this. He seen that the Metcalf twins was arrested for racist graffiti. So what clicked in Judge Roach's head? Okay, these boys was arrested for racist graffiti. Okay, they had to learn it from something. Racism is a learned behavior. You have to be taught this, right? A newborn baby don't come in this world being racist. You have to be taught these things. And we seen from Jeff behavior calling Carmelo a watermelon felon, and that wasn't even funny. He thought he really got one off on that. But his son is maggot food right now. So Judge Roach saw this. He put a gag order in. He said, yeah, we can't allow Jeff to fuck this up. We have to railroad Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony have to get found guilty. He have to. Judge Roach saw this, family. Let me read it again. The defense intended to inflict testimony about Metcalf twins' arrest for racist graffiti. Judge Roach saw this. We played the interview yesterday, family, of what Judge Roach was talking about. He didn't bring this up. He didn't bring none of this up. The only thing Judge Roach was focused on was making sure that he had a speedy trial, not take his time, not make sure Carmelo Anthony had a fair trial. And he kept saying it. I just feel like it was a fair trial for both sides. How was this a fair trial, Judge Roach, when y'all didn't even present this? You didn't present the high school teachers' records. They was probably scared of the Metcalf brothers, right? You had football players that made a police report. You had students that's on the police report. And then you got arrest records for racist graffiti. What more can we say, family? Free Carmelo Anthony. Like the fuck we said. We knew this.
Game over.
Smash that. We got 800 viewers in the building. Salute to the family. Salute to the chat. Salute to the trolls. You have an admission fee once you join in here with this black excellence. We do not allow Mayo Babble, right? Sun Dodgers in here disrupting the room. But we will allow you here if you pay a $500 interest fee. That's the only way that you can be in my chat trolling. I have no problem with you guys being in here, but you have to pay a fee. Okay? Smash that like button. Salute to the chat. Subscribe to the channel. This is the livest show on YouTube, and I'm happy to host you guys on this evening. Let's get it.
Over. Racist graffiti? Racist? Ooh. And y'all niggas out here on YouTube talking, nigga? Now, all these people are talking about this, right? 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 Peep what I'm saying to y'all. Right? Oh, You see the daddy going a whole racist rant. Right? Right?
Salute to the new subscribers in the building.
Right? Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, y'all. See, they don't want to talk about that.
No, they don't want to talk about the racism. Rockface was on here talking about why they trying to make this about race. Why is black people trying to paint Austin to be somebody that he ain't? Even Nancy Grace, right? You guys seen the video that I uploaded. You seen the live stream of Nancy Grace coming on here trying to pity pat and try to comfort Jeff Metcalf, talking about why we trying to make this about race and the jury wasn't all white. When these guys have a violent history. A violent history. It's in black and white. You can't run from this. You can't run from this. All you see through this paperwork, family, is violence and bullying. Violence and bullying. That's all you see through this paperwork. And what really put the icing on the cake, family, was the Metcalf twins' arrest for racist graffiti. That's all you needed to hear. That's it. That's all. Retrial. Put retrial in the chat. The only way we would not get granted a retrial is if they rigged this again, like they did Carmelo Anthony. That's it. If they ignore this and try to, uphold white supremacy is the only reason we will not be granted a retrial.
About the alleged racist graffiti. Right? See, they don't want to talk to y'all about that. Let's get diabolical with this thing, man. Right? Right?
Smash that like button, family.
Right? What's up, y'all?
Appreciate that, Chef. Appreciate that.
Huh? Huh?
Racism is expensive. Facts.
Come on now. Y'all won't get to that. They don't want to get to that. Now, see?
Family, do y'all remember all the live streams I did on these Sambos and these white supremacists trying to convince us that this case wasn't about race? This had nothing to do with color. Why black people trying to pull the race card? I'm glad you guys asked that. Well, right here in black and white print, I hope you guys can read. I know y'all very low IQ, the Neanderthal community. It says Metcalf twins arrested for racist graffiti. What more do I need to say? It says high school teachers about the Metcalf twins disciplinary history records was to be looked at during this trial. Y'all dismissed it. Y'all deflected. Y'all signed the deal. Y'all made sure nobody seen this, heard about this, none of this. We getting this retrial. We getting this retrial. And you know what we need next, family? We need that police report. We need that police record of this racist graffiti before they try to, lock up. I guarantee you they either got this expunged. Judge Roach probably did something to cover up their background. But Judge Roach, I guarantee you, we're going to get it. We're going to get it.
Now, all them people lying, telling y'all this shit, I told y'all, the truth always going to get you further than a lie. In life, everybody listening to this video, the truth is always going to get you further than any lie can take you.
Hey, Kales, you got 30 seconds to super chat $500. You on the clock.
They was going to call this shows you how bad that lawyer was, bro. And shame on that. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something.
The lawyer disgraced.
Even if Carmelo Anthony had to get exposed for maybe he got in trouble, every kid might get in a little bit of trouble.
Right.
Right. Maybe Carmelo got into a fight before and we ain't know
Blockbuster, you on the clock. $500 super chat. Let's get it.
about it or something like that, or he did something crazy that we ain't know about, but he didn't have no police record. It wasn't nothing racist or nothing strenuous like that, right? Bro, the fact that they didn't let their nuts hang in this case,
Exactly.
and the fact that his lawyers agreed to this, to allow this information to be hidden, bro, I'm sorry.
That's how you know they was in on it. This is how you know Carmelo Anthony's defense team was in on it, because they agreed to hide this. Because they didn't want Carmelo's character of whatever happened that he done. What the most shit that Carmelo could have done? What, got the fighting? He didn't have a police record. So what possibly could Carmelo did for y'all to agree with this? To agree on this? We needed this. There was no point of agreeing with this. How? These testimonies from the teacher, the teammates, the students, they gave us this case on a silver platter. The arrest records, what more could you fucking possibly could have? This is a easy win for Carmelo Anthony's defense team, because they was in on it. They was in on it.
Bro, that's horrific, bro. That
I know you trolls in the chat mad as hell because we cooking up. I know you low IQ Neanderthals, sun dodgers, snow roaches. I know y'all mad as hell that Black Daddy putting that belt to ass. See, y'all get very, very upset when you see a masculine black man put y'all cowards in y'all place, because y'all used to lying. See, when y'all come over here, y'all chimp out, right? Y'all have a Mayo attack, because this is where the lies stop. It goes no farther over here. This is the gun line, boss. This is the gun line. So you either pay your interest fee or I'm going to get rid of you. You out of here, Blockbuster, just like that. I told you guys, send in your interest fee. You can stay around. But shame on Carmelo Anthony's defense team. They played a huge part in this.
The whole course of the case. That's why I told y'all, if Johnny Cochran was the lawyer in this case, you got a whole different case. If Johnny Cochran was alive and he's a lawyer, and you give him
he wouldn't agree to no
a
shit
Mark
like
Furman
this
moment, game over. Somebody said, what document is this? Nigga, this is the actual appeal, 193 pages, nigga. Don't y'all know I read the paperwork over here? I'm gonna tell y'all, these niggas be on YouTube talking about, oh, ticket all emotional. Yeah, nigga, because I actually take time and read the paperwork, and I be sick to my stomach when these suckers be on YouTube listening to clowns that don't even take their time to get in that paperwork and really study to show they versus 35 years on a first-degree murder charge. This is the difference right here.
Yeah, this is the, yeah.
Right here on your screen. If the prosecution did not...
JK, you out of here, buddy. Your time has expired. To all the trolls that's on the outside looking in, you can watch the show, enjoy the show, watch Black Daddy get to work. I know it's exciting to see. I know. That's why y'all here every day. Y'all come in here, y'all pop y'all head in. Y'all try not to say something. Y'all try y'all best not to say nothing. But it's hard. When y'all hear me cooking like this, y'all just lose y'all. Nigga! Exactly, bro. For his defense team to agree on this because of some shit that Carmelo did that they wanted to leave out of the court, I know it wasn't that bad that he didn't get arrested for it. What he do, cuss out a teacher? He got suspended or some shit? So what? This man's life is on the line. Why would you sign to and agree on this? Michael? Bro, you had this case on a silver platter. I know the prosecutor had no problem with signing off on this because this would have wrecked their whole case of trying to make it seem like Austin was a victim. That's all I hear. Austin was a victim. Austin was a victim. Okay, what about these people that he bullied? What about the teachers that was ready to testify and show his violent records during his time in high school? What about the football coach was constantly talking about kicking him off the football team and him fighting with his other teammates and everybody afraid of him? Cheerleaders wrote an email to the school and told them they are afraid and they are terrified of their safety because the Austin and Hunter said that their hands are bisexual. They have no problem putting their hands on a female. But y'all thought it was okay to sign off on this? Yeah. That narrative that Austin and Hunter are victims is over with, Megan and Jeff. White mainstream media, pack that shit up. You're done. Free Carmelo. He coming home, guaranteed.
Call any of these witnesses. The defense was ready to call them during the defense's case in chief and question them as hostile witnesses. Furthermore, the defense intended to call witnesses familiar with Austin and Hunter Metcalf's reputation.
Smash that like button, family. Subscribe to the channel. The defense
intended to call witnesses who themselves were victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and bullying.
That's so key right there. So the prosecutor and them brought 21 witnesses. They really couldn't speak on Carmelo Anthony or nothing like that. All they said that they didn't believe that Carmelo Anthony had a self-defense case, and they asked Carmelo to move 15 times, even though we know that's a lie. We can see in the surveillance video, nobody was making any type of effort to remove Carmelo Anthony away from under that tent before the Metcalf brothers showed up. When the Metcalf brothers showed up to the stadium, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose when they showed up. Nobody was even focusing on Carmelo Anthony before they showed up. So those 21 witnesses that got their ass on the stand, they lied. And the defense in this appeal, right, said they intended to call who themselves were victims, family. Listen to that word, because we are hearing this word all over social media about the Metcalf brothers being victims. But as you guys can see in black and white in this appeal, it said victims of Metcalf twins, violence and bullying. So all that bullying talk we just made up, we just lying, he ain't bullied nobody, they ain't done this, they ain't like this, oh, they good, wholesome young men on their way to go to college and to the NFL, all of that is cap. All of that is cap. Hunter even showed it on that Fox News interview when he shushed his mother. His mother couldn't even defend herself to say that I'm not married to that man because I heard that Megan got a boyfriend. How disrespectful of you, Megan, to allow your son to shush you when you know you got a boyfriend at home. And you allowed that anchor to tell you that Jeff Metcalf is your husband. And you couldn't even defend you. You, the mother of that boy, couldn't even speak up. So you got this police report of these boys on here saying that these guys are known for fighting. The teacher is ready to testify and talk about their behavior. And you was sitting down on Fox News with your head down and watch Hunter shush you and you complied. What more can we say, family? What more can we say? If Megan, the mother, complied to these bullies, what you think that they did at their school? They was terrorizing those students at their school. Terrorizing. And Judge Roach seen all of this. That's why he did that interview. That's why. I told you, Judge Roach. I told you we coming for that ass, Judge Roach. You thought you was slick, huh?
The defense intended to question Memorial High School teachers. Y'all gotta
smash that like button. Subscribe to this channel, family. We cooking in here this evening. I told y'all that this family was gonna get exposed. I told you the Metcalf family was gonna get exposed. I told you guys that Megan was gonna come out of hiding and she confirmed that her sons are bullies. It says it right here in black and white. The teachers have records of these boys. The students, the football team, the cheerleaders. What more can we say, family? But Carmelo Anthony is the aggressor. It's the black community's fault. That's what the Simbo's saying. We just making shit up. We just lying. We making everything about race. Okay, we making everything about race. So answer this. Why did the twins get arrested for racist graffiti? What did they say? Did they paint the N-word on somebody's car, somebody's house, in a bathroom at school? Did they say they hate N-words? Because we heard their father say the N-words multiple times on TikTok. We heard it. Matter of fact, let's play it. I want to play it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Salute to the family. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified whenever we go live. This is the hottest show on YouTube, and I am your host, your black daddy. Oh, yes, indeed, family. We are in the building. Free y'all good brother Carmelo Anthony. Yes, and sir, Jeff, you're cooked. You're cooked.
Baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all.
Why I can't hear nothing?
You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all.
Look at him.
You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real.
Look at
Oh,
him.
you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us,
Look
and we
at him.
took you over here and put you to work. And then
He said somebody sold you and we put you over here and put you to work. This is where it come from, family. Right here. Right here. And this is the guy that got on national news and said, why are we making this about race? This whole rant is about anti-black racism. Let's keep going.
we had a civil war to free your ass.
Ooh, he freed us, the white man.
And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I'm being so oppressed. You couldn't even vote.
Uh-oh.
1960.
Look at him.
Look how far you've come.
Look at him, family.
Look at
Listen.
all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed.
Uh-oh.
You're fucking entitled.
Entitled black people.
You know what DEI stands for?
What do y'all mean, Jeff?
Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified.
Oh,
I
really?
just have to be a certain color or a race or gender.
Gender. This is a smart guy, by the way. This is a guy with the highest IQ on the planet. Do not disrespect Jeff Metcalf. He's a 60-year-old man looking like he's 9,000 years old. Okay? Let's take this man serious, family. Do not laugh at this man. This is the smartest man. This is the superior race right here. Live in action. Let's get it, Jeff.
Whose broad ass idea was that? I'm gonna tell you right now. Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward.
Wow.
You raised one.
Uh-oh.
Kayla, you drunk bitch.
Yeah, you raised a bully and a violent predator. That's why your son is dead. That's why your son would not make it to Thanksgiving dinner. This is why. Look at your behavior, sir. This is the day after the verdict. You got on the internet and this is what you're going to bring to social media? But you try to give us this sob story on Fox News like you this sad, frail little white man that's sad that he lost his son. No, you happy that Austin is gone because Austin was beating your ass, Jeff. That's why you had that shoulder injury and you didn't even explain it. You explained everything else that people talk about on social media, but you didn't explain that arrest record that you have with allegedly abuse and why your shoulder was broke. This is why your boys have that violent bullying behavior. This is why. Salute to Le Culture, I think that's what it is, 1930, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. I am happy to have you over here. Welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Let's get back into this guy.
What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you?
Okay, let's go back. He said, he asked a question, right? He asked a question, family. Y'all heard him. He asked the Anthony's family, what did y'all do to have Carmelo stab somebody? Okay. I can answer that, Jeff. I'm glad you asked. I know the Metcalf, the Anthony's family is kind of busy right now. So I am going to answer this question. I'm not speaking for the Anthony's family, but I'm going to answer that question. Right here, Jeffrey, what you are seeing is the appeal, right? It's 190 some pages in black and white. This is what the defense team and the prosecutor agreed to leave out of the trial, by the way. And, you know, to answer your question directly, you said, what did the parents do to raise a boy to stab your son? Okay. Number 15. It said, if the prosecution did not call all of these witnesses, the defense was ready to call during the defense case and question them hostile witnesses, right? Furthermore, the defense intended to call witnesses familiar, right? Jeff, you still with me? Pay attention to this. Defense intended to call witnesses familiar with Austin and Hunter. They're your boys, right? Okay. Austin and Hunter Metcalf's reputation for violence and bullying. Let me repeat that again, Austin. Jeff, I know you're an old man. You probably didn't understand me. Let me slow my words down. You asked the question. I want to give you the answer. Make sure you sit down and paying attention. Put the drink down. It said the defense was intended to call witnesses familiar with your son, your boys, Austin and Hunter Metcalf's reputation for violence and bullying. Okay? The defense intended to call witnesses who themselves, Jeff, who themselves were victims of the Metcalf twins. Those your boys, right? Those your twins. Victims of the Metcalf twins' violence and behavior. And you asked the question, how could the Anthony's family raise a boy to stab someone? Let's keep going, Jeff. I'm going to get back to you. Give me a minute. Jeff, right here. It said the defense team intended to question Memorial High School teachers about the Metcalf twin disciplinary history, right? Disciplinary history records. Their character for violence, bullying. Jeff, you're going to see this word a lot during this appeal, right? Those two words is in this paperwork a lot. It sounds like I'm repeating myself, Jeff, but it's just, this is what they put in the paperwork. This is not me repeating myself. Violence and bullying is attached to your boy's name quite often in this case. It said the defense intended testimonies about Metcalf's twins arrested for racist graffiti. Did that help, Jeff? Did that help? That's what you said, Jeff. Am I making something up, family? Am I making something up? I'm just reading what's on black and white. Don't be mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger, Jeff. Don't call me a watermelon felon. I ain't done nothing, Jeff. I'm just reading what the appeal's saying about your boys. I'm just reading off the police report what it's saying about your boys. I'm just reading what the teachers was willing to get on the stand and say about your boys, about their violent behaviors. I'm just reading off the arrest record that said that your boys was arrested for racial graffiti. Where did they get that from, Jeff? Maybe the guy that said watermelon felon. Maybe the guy said they sold us into slavery. Maybe the guy that was on a live stream for 3 hours talking shit about black people. Maybe they learned that from you, Jeff. Your son was on live TV shushing his mother. Put her in her place. And she put her head down, Jeff. Your ex-wife that you left. The family that you ruined. You can't run from this, Jeff. You can't. Listen to me. We are intelligent black people over here, right? You dealing with the elite class of black people. Not the black people that y'all like to, associate yourself with. The black people that you see on the internet that you trying to push onto us. No, we the elite class. Why you think your people be over here in my chat room trolling? Because when they see black excellence come together, it's too powerful. They go into a Mayo attack, Jeff. I'm not making up lies. We didn't lie from day one, Jeff. We told you about your sons. You tried to ignore it. You wanted to cover it. You wanted to hide it under the cover. That's why you going on all these platforms. Because you thought we wouldn't find out, but we found out. Hey, Judge Roach, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you, Judge Roach. I got some questions. Before you go retire, I got a couple questions for you, Judge Roach. Salute to the Tory Experience coming in with a $10 super chat. You are cooking. You are really cooking today. Gentlemen, Den, the white crash out will need to be recorded for Black history. The Metcalf lied and all that Jeff talking has worked in our favor. Free Carmelo Anthony. Salute to you, the Tory Experience. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. And you are 1,000% correct. That's why when this came out, this interview came out, I said, oh, thank you, Jeff. We knew it. See, y'all was going around trying to act like we didn't know what we was talking about, calling them boys bullies. And then Jeff exposed it. Oh, this is where they got it from. And then Judge Roach sat down and did an interview, just said a whole bunch of babble, lying about he followed the law. And then we read the transcript. We read the appeal, the affidavit. And he said these boys got a violent and bullying behavior. This the shit that we've been saying for the past couple of weeks in black and white. Hey, Rockface, I need to have a word. I'm going to go look at your page. Yeah, all of y'all got to come to the forefront. Hey, Ringo TV, over there begging for super chats and likes. Hey, what about this?
Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened. How many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You're
Listen
a
to
big
him.
tough man.
Listen to
You
him.
still live in Baton Rouge? Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. He's the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture.
So your sons got a record. Your sons. Why you not talking about your son record? See, they love to deflect, family. See, he don't want to talk about this right here. In paragraph 15, last sentence says, Metcalf twins arrested for racist graffiti. Who? We got trolls? Where they at? I'm going to get you up out of here. I ain't even going to give you no chance to even super chat nothing. I'm just going to go and get you up out of here. As soon as the family acknowledge that you in here playing, I'm going to get you out of here. He gone. Just like that. Let's get back into the content. Family, we got 800 viewers in the building. Let's get 800 likes. Let's make them mad, family. I know these people are losing their mind. Yeah, he a troll. He up out of here now. I ain't even give him an opportunity to even pay an interest fee. He's out of here. I don't even want your money. Get up out of here. Go make another page. Come back.
You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Y'all
Really?
can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral.
Yeah, let us
I got
know.
a new name for Mello.
What's the name, Jeff?
Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon?
Clap it up for Jeff, ladies. Clap it up for Jeff. One more time for Jeff in the building. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, Jeff gave his all with this joke right here. Jeff gave us his all with this joke right here. He wanted to call Carmelo a watermelon felon. Jeff old ass heard the jokes, heard the stereotypes about black people liking watermelons, black people like being monkeys. Jeff said, you know what? Get ready for this one. Carmelo Anthony is a watermelon felon. Crickets. I know you tried your hard. I know you was waiting to get this off, Jeff. But you know what, Jeff? We took that to the chin, right? The watermelon felon. We wasn't really mad about this. This was the lamest joke ever. See, you can joke about watermelon felon. You know what we joking about? We joking about what's on this black and white right here, calling your boys violent, and bullies. See, this is out here in the public now. See, you can't run away from this anymore, Jeff. Your family can't run away. The white mainstream media can't run with their narratives anymore. The truth is out about your boys. You can have the watermelon felon joke. Congratulations. That was one of the greatest jokes in comedy history. But you know what's not funny? You know what's not funny? Your son being dead. You know what's not funny? Students and athletes making police reports telling us that your sons have a history of fighting people, especially Austin. You know what's not funny, Jeff? Their teachers willing to come to court and testify and tell us about their criminal history and their records that they have at that school. They are ready to go. They was ready to come to court and show us this, Jeff. That wouldn't be funny. Right? I get it. Monkeys, watermelon felons, black fatigue. We done heard it all, Jeff. That doesn't move us. See, we was focused over here, Jeff. While you was making watermelon felon jokes, we was over here putting belt to ass. See, you thought we was going to let this go. I told you guys from the start that we was going to continue to be on their ass. And Jeff is somewhere mad that we are exposing this. They be over here in our chats. They be watching our channels. Where you think he learned that watermelon shit from? That man 9,632 years old. He don't know nothing about that. He's a racist. And this is the reason his sons got arrested for graffiti. Let's get back to Jeff, though. Let him speak.
Does that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night, because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did.
Yeah, your son going to have many, many, many nights burning in hell, Jeff. Touche. Too fucking shay. Your son going to have many nights burning.
Tiffany Billions. I don't know what kind of glamour shot you steal from other people and put up on your profile, but it don't match to your fucking goddamn water buffalo looking ass when I saw you at the courthouse.
Oh, he a comedian. He a comedian.
Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
He said woo-woo because he was finna say the N-word. He had to stop himself. But, Jeff, I already got you on video saying the N-word multiple times on other videos. So you could have said it right there, Jeff. We don't care. Woo-hoo.
You're a grifting piece of shit.
Just like you. You are a grifting old piece of shit. Megan know that. Megan was so ready to make sure that the public knew that she wasn't married to you. And Hunter knew that. That's why Hunter had to hurry up and shush her. Because she was finna check him. Hey, that's not my husband. She was ready. But the violent and predatory and animalistic boys that you have, he shut her down.
Your character says it all. I don't have to say a damn word. Your
right.
actions speak for themselves.
You absolutely right. We don't have to say a damn word. All we got to do is just present this evidence right here.
Like button here. Get these likes up and share this video.
Smash the like button, family. Share this video. Like Tiki said, smash the like button. Shout out to my new subscribers. I see y'all in the building. Salute to the family. I am glad to host you guys on this evening. Good to see every last single one of y'all. Salute to my channel members. Become a channel member. Support the work that we got going on over here, right? Salute to the trolls. Salute to the haters. Hey, white mainstream media, we need you to cover this. Y'all had a lot to say about Carmelo Anthony and his history and his character, right? Let's talk about this. Hey, Po Chop, Mr. Potato Head, y'all can take a one-day break off the Black Fatigue videos. Just one day. One day, Officer Tater Tot. Just one day off the Black Fatigue videos. Can we discuss this? Because y'all had a lot to say about this case. Y'all made thousands of videos. Hey, Ringo TV, that's over there struggling. I'm going to get to you because I seen the video you made about Nolan. I'm coming for you too. You think you're going to get away with what you doing over there? Yeah, I'm coming for you too, buddy. Shout out to the family. Smash that like button. We got almost 1,000 viewers in the building. Let's get 1,000 likes, family. I need them more, man. I told you guys, my goal, right? I'm the black assassin, right? I got a hit list. I'm coming for everybody that's playing with us, right? I'm the radical person, right? I'm not the one that y'all. If you one of those blacks that don't, you shouldn't say all that. You know, this is the wrong platform for you. This is you're going to be uncomfortable over here. Go over there. Go over there to somebody else. I stand on business. It's belt to ass season. I'm not playing no games. You disrespect my people. You do something distasteful to my people, lying on my people. I'm coming for you. I am the black assassin. We're not playing no games. And I got a family behind me standing 10 toes down. Let's do it. Fuck you mean?
See this video, y'all? It should be over 2,000-3,000 people in this channel watching this damn video right now.
Hold on, I got a cash out from Toy Smith coming in with the $20 cash out. Thank you so much, Toy Smith. I appreciate that, love. You are the real MVP for calling people on their BS. Absolutely, Toy. We ain't playing. We ain't playing. They gotta seat me, Toy. Seriously, I'm pissed off. I'm hiding it behind the jokes and the laughter, but I'm so serious about this shit. This Carmelo Anthony shit affect me dearly. I'm pissed. And I'm coming, baby.
Now, y'all all need to hit the like button, man.
Y'all heard Ticket.
This
Hit
is
that like
serious
button.
work right here, bro. Don't y'all understand? This changed everything, my nigga. This changed everything. Everything. Because now this is showing you what Carmelo Anthony's lawyers found in discovery. This changed and shout out to whoever just sent me a $100 donation in the cash app. Let me see. Jessica, salute to you. I appreciate you. Love you, baby. Love you, baby. I told y'all this.
To be real, so like Jamie Foxx in that movie.
Listen to what I just told y'all right now. They exposed them boys as racist.
Yup.
Alleged racist.
Nah, I ain't no alleged. But everything in this video is alleged, by the way. I stated that earlier in the video, YouTube. Everything is alleged. I want to get down to the bottom of this.
Go find him. It ain't had nothing to do with his first interview, Sean Caldwell. They didn't call Hunter Metcalf. It wasn't about an interview. They didn't call Hunter Metcalf because of what I just told you. The Metcalf twins were arrested for racist graffiti. According to what the
Salute to the new subscribers in the building.
Was going to present in the court. If they would have got on the stand,
they would have got cooked.
And they would have presented evidence that they were already arrested for racist graffiti.
Man.
Game over. And think about this, y'all.
We needed that.
Mama never talked about that in none of them interviews she did.
Exactly. Megan never talked about it. But she confirmed the cheerleader. When the cheerleader came out and exposed that Hunter and Austin was bullies, the cheerleader said that in this email because the school was not going to hold the Metcalf brothers accountable. They went to the coach. You guys seen it in the video. The cheerleader went to the coach and the coach told them, hey, go to the police. I can't do shit about it. I wish they would have done that. But shame on their coach. Because that coach know that them boys ain't shit. See, coach, hey, to the coach out there, your players is in this is making statements, making police records that you was about to kick them off the team countless of times for fighting. We know that you text the Metcalf brothers before the track meet angry at them because of their behavior, and you wanted to discipline them, so you made them go to their track meet to be a leader, not top flight security of the tent, to be a leader, right? But you didn't have those girls back when they came to you and they needed your help. But you probably wanted those boys to get arrested by saying, y'all need to go to the police. The coach probably wanted them boys to have a record on them because he probably was tired of their ass. Say, look, I'm sick of their ass. The school ain't doing nothing. Hey, go put a record on their ass. That's probably what the coach was saying. The coach probably was saying, hey, go put a record on them. Because Megan, matter of fact, let's go play it, fam. Let's listen. Let's listen to Megan explain this to us. I want to hear this again, matter of fact. Because now that we see it in black and white, right? Now that we see it in black and white, let's go back to Megan.
Thing about the cheerleader email, we kind of talked to Brandon about it a little bit. He didn't go into too much detail because of his, and he just said like kids were disciplined, and that's
yeah. So the incident was that we had played Frisco Liberty that night and lost, and we should have beat.
Shout out to Taylor coming in with a $10 cash out for defeating those demons. I told you, Taylor, I am the black assassin. I come to slay. Shout out to you for the $10 cash out. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Them because they hadn't won a game in like 3 years. So, you know, the whole football team was frustrated and upset. And Austin and Hunter were physically upset even at the game. Like
okay, let's she said everybody was upset. They haven't won a game in 3 years, so they suck. She said that her boys was physically upset. How the hell can you be physically upset? I never heard physically upset. What, they punching somebody? Let's keep going.
Trouble from the coaches because like Austin threw his helmet. Hunter Hunter was the one who's kind of more of like he would get more upset about things. He went back out on the field and finished the game. Austin was like, I'm done. He was just, there was only like 2 minutes left and he was just pissed. He was just in one of those moods. But after the game was over, him and Hunter and I know for sure one other kid who was an offensive lineman went to Cane's to eat. And I'm going to be honest with you, the cheerleaders, I loved the girls. I wasn't a fan of the coach because.
Okay, she said she loved the girls, but she wasn't a fan of the coach. Let's see in her statement that she about to say, let's see, does she love the girls?
As a coach myself, I was a volleyball coach for a long time. You want to encourage your kids to encourage the other teams and all those kind of things. And I felt like our cheerleaders just were like,
T. Diddy is a cheer coach. She's a cheer coach.
What's the point?
Yeah.
They were just like, what's the point? This is, our team's trash, this kind of thing. And the girls apparently were talking about the game and making comments about how crappy our team was.
Okay. So the girls was having conversations about how crappy the team was because they seen how they slowed out, right? They wasn't bothering anybody. They didn't put their hands on anybody. They didn't point out Austin or Hunter at all. I just want to make that clear. They didn't point them out. They didn't say Austin sucked or Hunter sucked. All they said that the team played terrible. Let's go.
Hunter, more than likely said something nasty to one of them because that's how he approaches things. And Austin just whenever it was. And Hunter, more than likely said something nasty, our team's trash, this kind of thing. And the girls apparently were talking about the game and making comments about how crappy our team was. And Hunter, more than likely said something nasty to one of them.
So Hunter more than likely said something nasty to one of the girls. The girls didn't say Austin's name. He didn't say Hunter's name. She didn't say the Metcalf brothers. All they said, like, damn, we lost. We got cooked. Like, y'all, they suck. So Hunter, being a bully and a violent individual, took it upon himself to say something nasty to the cheerleader. And the mother knows this, right? She's being very passive about this situation. She know exactly how her boys operate because we saw it on display on Fox News when they hushed her. When Hunter hushed her, That's all I needed to know. Who hushing a black mother like that? Who got the balls to hush a black mother while she talking? Come on now. Salute to Eyes Open coming in with the $10 super chat. They had to address this because it came out and was exposed. Even in the interview, didn't want to ask her this question, but she had to. Damage control. She said someone leaked it. Dirty. Exactly. And not only that, Eyes Open, she finna say in this clip, oh, I think one of the mothers might done leaked it. Yeah, they tired of your boys. Thank you so much, Eyes Open, with the $10 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That school that your sons terrorized, they was tired of them to the point where the students and athletes had to go do a police report. Megan, Jeff, it's police reports of students, not us. Because y'all, we getting all the smoke on social media, right? Black people pulling the black car, shut up, black people. Okay, cool. What about those teammates of Hunter and Austin? What about the students that's in this police report in black and white and said that people are terrified of your sons because they are known for bullying and fighting people? And Jose, whoever Jose is, come forward. I would love to host you on my platform. I will keep your identity hid. Right? You can come on anonymously, whatever we want to do. I would love to interview you. Come on board. Jose said, hey, I've been a victim of these guys. And some victims was finna testify in court and tell us about these boys' behavior. They lashing out on their mother. They lashing out on the coach. They lashing out on their teammates. They lashing out on cheerleaders. And they lashed out on our dear brother Carmelo Anthony. Them animals is the reason why Carmelo Anthony is sitting in prison doing 35 years for minding his damn business because Jeff and Megan raised two devils. Let's get back into the content, family. Make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Because that's how he approaches things. And Austin, just when everyone was like, man, I don't understand why you guys got to be like that. Like we're upset that we lost and this is how you're not even going to support us. So there was not like a physical altercation. It was more of verbal of like, you guys are assholes for not, you're supposed to be First School Memorial supporters and you're acting like we're shit.
How they acting like they're shit? All they said is that y'all suck. Y'all didn't play well. They didn't say nothing to Hunter directly. They didn't say nothing to Austin directly. All they talked about is the game that they cheered at. And you downplaying your sons being like this towards those girls says a lot, Megan, about you. It says a lot about you as a mother towards these boys. We know you ain't shit, Megan. We know that you a piece of shit of a mother. You don't give a fuck about those boys. You the reason why our brother Carmelo Anthony is in jail and your son is in the dirt where he deserved to be at. Hunter is next if he don't get his damn act together. Because y'all knew, see, Megan, black and white don't lie, Megan. I just read off the appeal letter, 190 some pages, Megan. You should take a look at it or watch my channel. It's fine. Subscribe, hit the like button, become a member, Megan. The paper in black and white tell us a different story how you trying to portray your sons, Megan. You did countless interviews talking about that boy just got mad and he stabbed. That's what happened. It's victims. It's literally in black and white, victims of your twins' violent and bullying behavior. And they also have an arrest record for racist graffiti. Speak on it, Megan, next time you come to TikTok. When you come back to TikTok, Megan, I need you to speak on the victims of your sons and the teachers that was willing to testify and their racist graffiti. That's what I want you to talk about, Megan, because I know you don't give a fuck about them cheerleaders.
Mm-hmm. And your cheerleaders on top of that. So fast forward to the email that was sent. From what I understand, the coach had talked to Austin and Hunter about just what happened on the field the night before. And then the coach had sent the email, and Coach Jackson, who was our head football coach, actually told them, if you have a problem, you need to go to the police, because it was off campus. And there was nothing he's going to do because it was off campus.
No, he could have done something. He could have called the police. He could have made sure those girls were safe, make sure those girls felt safe, instead of just brushing them off, telling them to go call the police. No, motherfucker, you the coach. You the leader. You do something about it. They came for you for help. You are part of the school. How you just gonna brush it off and say go call the police because it happened off campus? No, it happens during a school activity. You could have done something, but you didn't care. Because you're probably tired of those boys. But now one time Megan said that I don't agree with what Hunter said to that little girl. I don't agree with their violent and vicious behavior, lashing out on people. I don't agree with that. This whole little speech that she's on, she's condoning his family. She condoned his behavior.
So nothing came of it other than, yes, there was a talking to. And again, I go back to the original fact. Austin would never disrespect a girl per se. Hunter, he could have some choice words for someone who was going to be disrespecting him. I'm just going to be completely frank. That's just how he is. They were identical.
We know. We saw him on Fox News, sush you. We know, Megan. You preaching to the choir here, sister. We know. We saw it in 4K. We saw him bully you.
Twins, but they were two completely different type of children. But the end result, nothing happened in that regard. And then I actually asked someone here recently, how it got leaked or whatever, the email had gotten out to all these people or whatever. And someone had mentioned more than likely it was a mom.
Thing about the
she said the only reason why Megan came out of hiding because that cheerleader leaked their email. So she had to come and try to defend her boys. But Megan, you can't defend it. You can't defend black and white. We need you to come out and defend this, Megan. Can you come out and defend this, please, ma'am? I would love to hear you talk about all of this evidence that I just read in this appeal paperwork of your sons being arrested for racist graffiti. What did they say? Did they spray paint a building with the N-word? Did they spray paint the school with the N-word? What was it, Megan? Enlighten us. You went on a whole diatribe about this email that was leaked. We haven't heard from you none during the trial at all. Jeff was the only person. Now you coming out trying to save face. Well, this is a lot of information that you can address, Megan, but I know for a fact you're not going to address it. You're going to stay quiet and stay hid, which you should.
The daddy never talked about that in none of the interviews he did. In none of the interviews he talked about that. Neither the mama.
I just played y'all what she said.
I wonder why they didn't tell that information to everybody. That their sons were reportedly arrested according to what the sworn affidavit says that their sons were arrested for. Right? Right? It's not about that, Sean. That has nothing to do with it. We're not.
Do you guys mind if I play that video real quick on Fox News? I just find it hilarious, right? Do you guys mind if I play that video real quick on Fox News? I know we went over it a few times, but I just feel like we just need to go over there one more time. We just need to go over it one more time. I just want to show y'all, right? Because she knew how them boys behaved. But she didn't bring this up. She didn't bring what was...
I think I can speak for her for a little bit. See if she just calms down just a little bit. But as me, I know I'm a little more, spontaneous. I like to do a really bad storm in the morning.
Away on Tuesday. This is not something you think could ever happen. How did it happen?
We come back, we sit down, and this kid there, asked to move. What was coming out.
Best I can to understand.
Yeah, it was.
Hold on, family. I gotta find the part.
I'm gonna ask you one last question. I've seen interviews with your husband.
Here you go.
Who I can hear in the side, by the
Here
way.
you go.
I think
Here
he's
you
there
go.
in the room with you.
Look, family. Listen to me. This lady went from crying to instantly getting some act right when she said, "We seen the interview of your husband." Look how she got her act together, family. Watch how, look, I'm gonna play it a few seconds before, right? Look at her now. It's gonna go fast, but I'm gonna pause it. When he brought up Jeff, this is how much this lady has a disdain and hatred towards this guy. The crying, the fake sob tears that's not coming out her face. When he mentioned Jeff, watch how she do. Look what she do.
With your husband, who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you.
Boom, look at her face. Her face got straight. She went from this to that.
Here in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay.
Oh, there we have it. There it go. There go the violent and bully behavior that we read in the paperwork. That's it right there. They have no problem with cussing out cheerleaders, fighting their teammates, fighting students, spray painting racist graffiti, getting arrested for it, by the way. The teachers got records of their violent and bullying behavior. They was ready to take the stand. But all we heard is we making this about race. We pulling the race card. Carmelo is not a victim. Austin Metcalf is the victim. He was not a bully. All he did was tell Carmelo Anthony to leave. Carmelo was somewhere he had no business. But we saw this in 4K. Hunter has no problem with shushing his mother. Megan, sweetheart, you tried to come out here and defend your son's honor with this email. That email is the last of your worries, Megan. We got this appeal paperwork. We got the deal that the defense and the prosecutors made to not let us know and not enter this evidence into trial. They had victims that was ready to testify to Hunter, against Hunter and Austin, teachers, football players, victims. That's the word that was stated in there, Megan. Victims of your sons. And Megan, to be honest, I think you a victim of your sons. I think you should come forward too. I would love to host you on my platform and talk to the family and you know, tell your side of the story about how your sons bullied you. Yeah, I think it's time for enough of it trying to paint these boys out to be somebody that they're not. Y'all can stop that. That shit is over with now. The gig is up. The jig is up. They're animals.
I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else.
Wow.
Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But I have seen interviews with your
Look at him. He said, "Yes, sir. That's right." Mom, shut the fuck up. Don't defend yourself. Don't speak up for yourself. Even though you're not married to my father, even though you probably in a relationship with another man, allegedly, that I heard, even though you up here embarrassing the man that you in a relationship with, you allowed this anchor to tell you that your husband is Jeff Metcalf and your son put you in your place in front of us. But he's a God-fearing child. He's not a bully. He just told Carmelo Anthony to leave the tent. Why he didn't leave the tent? Carmelo Anthony premeditated this murder. Carmelo Anthony was looking for trouble. Carmelo Anthony hunted Austin Metcalf down and targeted him because he brought a knife to the event. That's the narrative. That's what y'all want us to accept. But when I look at Carmelo history, I don't see people talking about him being violent. I don't see an arrest record. But you know what I do see, Megan? Your son's being arrested for racist graffiti. Why you didn't talk about that on Fox News with these fake tears, bitch? Your family would never have peace as long as Carmelo Anthony's in prison. I guarantee you that. I am going to be loud as possible on this mic with shame in your children, shame in you, shame in y'all whole entire family until Carmelo Anthony get home. Y'all will never have peace, Megan. Never. Y'all is not this family that the Brady Bush family. Stop it.
And who I can hear in the side, by the way. I think he's there in the room with you. I saw an interview last night. Okay, someone else. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir.
But I have seen interviews with your husband in the last 24 hours, and it was remarkable to me that I heard your husband say within hours of this
that he
forgave this other young man, and he got there so quickly. And I honestly don't know that I could, and I just want to see, and I don't know if there's a right or a wrong place to be, especially as quickly as this has happened.
Shut your bitch ass up, Will Kane.
Megan, how do you feel on that front today?
I am not like their dad. I am so angry at that boy.
You angry at that boy? You angry?
It's just not fair.
It's not fair.
That's all I have.
Uh-huh.
I understand.
I'd like to say
it's not
this.
fair.
You mad at that boy, right? It's not fair. You mad at our brother Carmelo Anthony. It's not fair. That's what you said, Megan. What's not fair is students at Memorial have to be afraid of being around your sons. What's not fair is cheerleaders being afraid to reach out to the schools about your son's behavior because the Memorial High School won't do shit about it because they play football, I guess. Right? What's not fair is Jose coming out and saying that these boys are known for fighting and bullying people. What's not fair is those teachers can't teach the damn class and teach those students because your son's in there causing fucking hectic. That's what's not fair. What's not fair is our brother Carmelo Anthony sitting under that goddamn tent not bothering nobody. He didn't come to your son, Megan. If you want to blame somebody, look to your left. That's who you need to blame. That boy that just put you in your place, that's who you need to blame. That's why Austin in the dirt right now, next to Charlie Kirk. He's the blame. Not Carmelo Anthony. He didn't do nothing to your sons, but he made sure that your son didn't see data life by playing with him. He made sure that your son won't make it to Thanksgiving dinner for playing with him. But if you want somebody to blame, somebody to be mad at Megan, look to your left. It's him. The boys that you try to defend about these cheerleaders feeling like they was being bullied by him, by these student athletes, these students, the teachers that got literally documents to prove that your sons are animals. But you mad at Carmelo Anthony, huh? Because he defended himself. Thank God he defended himself. Thank God our sister down there in Florida defended herself so she can make it home. That's what a lot of you son dodgers is going to end up, in the dirt. In GTA, by the way, YouTube. Salute to MTG for the $2 super chat. Keep cooking, family. Keep cooking. Oh, I am. Salute to you, MTG. Let's go.
It's forgave, not forgotten, but
smash that like button
to forgive that kid for what he did to my brother. Because, 17 years, my best friend just there and didn't blink of an eye. I lost him. I'm not at that point to forgive and forget, but eventually I will. But I pray for his family. I pray that they understand what we're going through as well. I just pray for everybody.
No, we don't care what you're going through. We don't care what you're going through. We don't have no sympathy, no empathy, no nothing for your family. I wish nothing but the worst to your family. I'm going to expose your family as long as Carmelo is behind bars. I hate you niggas. I can't stand to look at you right now, Hunter. I don't like nobody in your family. Anybody that's a part of the Metcalf family, I despise. No peace will come to y'all. Y'all should know that by now. Everything is falling apart. The narrative, the lies, all of that is falling apart, Hunter. Megan, Jeff, Will Kane, Fox News, Rockface, all of this is falling apart. The lies stop here. You can't gaslight us anymore. We see the paperwork. What more you want us to do? Y'all gonna keep calling us liars? Y'all gonna keep saying we playing a race card? Body language tells you everything you need to know about a person. Look at Austin. I mean, oh, he in the dirt. My bad, Austin. You down there burning. I ain't mean to call your name. Hunter, body language. Look at his face. Look at the stuttering, the mumbling, the looking at the ceiling. Megan can't even keep an eye contact. She had to fake like she's crying. She probably happy Austin gone.
I totally understand where both of you sit today on that front. I don't know that I could either. That's why I found it remarkable when I heard that from your husband.
Shut up.
But everyone has to go through this.
And it's somebody who's supposed to be a Christian.
I just pray that God goes through this with you both and your husband and the rest of your family.
That's not her
and
husband.
I really appreciate you sharing this story
She burning.
with me and the rest
Hey,
of the nation.
look at her face right now. Her face is burning right now. She like, this nigga still calling this man my husband.
And Hunter, thank you. Our prayers remain with you.
Look at these people, bro. The face of these people that y'all looking at right now is the face of evil. Hunter will not grow up and have a good life because he caused his brother death. Megan, you raised two devilish, racist pieces of shit, Megan. We not just speculating no more. We just not pulling nothing out of our ass no more. It's in black and white, Megan. Your boys was arrested for racist graffiti. Are we lying? Are we lying, Megan? Come out here on TikTok. Hey, Jeff, come out here on TikTok and tell us that we're lying. Salute to Brown Sugar coming in with the $5 super chat. Brother, I just love your content. I'm so glad I'm subscribed. No, Brown Sugar, I'm so glad you here. I'm glad you here. Thank you. Thank you, Brown Sugar. I'm glad to have you here. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the team. We're not playing no games over here, Brown Sugar. Welcome. What more can I say, though? No, I'm just being real. Like, are y'all still gonna call us liars? Are y'all still gonna sit on y'all high horse and call us liars?
Hey, good morning. So today I'm on here.
No, that ain't what I want to go to. I want to show y'all something before we get up out of here. Right? So, guys. This is, let me take the sound off. This is Nolan. I call him, I think his name, Nolan. Yeah, this is Nolan Wells' mother's TikTok page. Y'all can go over there and show her some love. She said, I have been loving having Nolan's friends over. Thank you so much. I see a lot of black kids in this video. Why the hell Nolan wasn't hanging with them? This is Nolan's mother page. And the friends is over there, keeping her company, keeping her spirits up. And I just wanted to highlight her and show you guys. This is her TikTok page, by the way. If you guys want to go over there and show her some love, send her some prayers her way, and just keep her lifted up. And she made a post saying, let me go back. She made a post saying, thank you all for your love and support. Has not gone unnoticed. There are no words to describe our loss. God gave Nolan the biggest heart and love everyone. I ask that everyone be respectful. And this is a post that she posted of Nolan on her TikTok page. Just showing her appreciation to everybody that's speaking out to on the behalf of Nolan, the encouraging words, the love and support she needed right now. This family needed right now. It was very tragic of what happened to her son. It's July 9th now, right? He's been missing since the 4th of July, and she still haven't seen her baby. She still haven't seen her son's body. They are now going to do a independent autopsy, and we will have the results tomorrow. And as soon as I find out about it, you know me, we reporting live tomorrow. We don't play no games because the mainstream media is not talking about Nolan. This goes against their narrative because black people cannot be victims, especially by the hands of white devils. All the people that had a lot of shit to say about Carmelo Anthony, they not even covering this. I know you guys might see it on your social media platforms, but that's not mainstream media. See, the big white mainstream media platforms, they not covering Nolan. They don't look at Nolan as a victim, especially it's 3 white boys that played a part in this. And we will find out the truth. That independent autopsy is going to let us know everything that happened to this boy, right? But if you guys want to go show her some love on her TikTok page and, just to give her some encouraging words, she also titled this TikTok, "We miss you so much, baby boy. Our hearts are aching. I just want to feel your hug again. Hear your laugh and all your jokes." And, this is sad. This is him. This the post she made the day he was missing. She said, "This is our son, Nolan. Went missing on the 4th of July while visiting Horn Island. My husband, family, our heart is broken to hear this. Nolan is one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. Always willing to help you out. Had faith like no other. We need our son back home, alive and well. Please message me if you have any information. Say a prayer the Lord would bring my son back home, alive and well. Please, no negative comments. I can't take it right now." Right? And she, created a flyer right here. She said, "Nolan Xavier Wells, 18 years old, who was last seen Saturday, July 4th around 3 p.m. on Horn Island. According to Jackson County Sheriff John Lee Better, officials said that he was last seen on Horn Island wearing blue shorts, blue swim trunks, not black as previously mentioned, with sunglasses and no shirt. Anyone who talked to Nolan on Horn Island Saturday have not contacted law enforcement should contact Jackson County Sheriff Department at 228-769-3063. Rest in peace, Nolan, bro. Again, no answers. No answers. Nobody knows shit. Nobody know nothing. This is Nolan with his family. And, the mother, she also posted this yesterday. She said, "A heart so big, he brought so much joy into our lives as well as others. Thank you for being that sunshine people didn't know they needed. Justice for Nolan Wells." And these some pictures of Nolan. It reminded me of Carmelo Anthony, bro. This he reminded me of Carmelo Anthony. Both of them played football. Looked like good young men, good presentable young men. And they was unalive by the hands of some white devils. Allegedly. Where Carmelo Anthony was wrecked by some white devil. He still got his life. I can't say the same about Austin. But, these are some family photos. He graduated high school. He was currently at Southwest Community College playing football. He was getting ready for the upcoming football season. And, these people be jealous of black excellence, family. Like, they don't like seeing black excellence. Nolan was a representative of black excellence. But Nolan didn't get that conversation that he was supposed to get from his black father. Right? Always got a smile on his face. Graduated high school. He wasn't arrested for racist graffiti. with nobody coming out to say nothing about him being violent or bullying anybody. And when these white Neanderthals see black excellence like this, it bothers them because they probably didn't make it to go play college football like Hunter didn't, Austin didn't. That's what they want to do. They be jealous of black boys that excel in sports. And it angers them. 2-parent household. Parents doing well for themselves. But a lot of times these black parents, they feel like they got to go be amongst white people to feel accepted. Right? Young man, too young to be gone, bro. He was just 18 years old, already in college. Already. He was at a community college, Southwest Community College, playing football. This is his acceptance picture to play football, the Ocean Springs Greyhounds. This is high school. It was a good young man. You know? Jealous, bro. Just straight up jealousy. They go out on a boat trip with this young guy. Nobody can't find him. Nobody can't find him. Sad, bro. This him as a young child. Shit like this piss me off. I'm not gonna lie. Stuff like this angers me, bro. Because he didn't deserve this. Then it's like y'all took him out there. Didn't come back with him. Don't even want to give the family no answers. Don't want to give them no explanations. No nothing. The family just out. Imagine how the family feel right now. They don't got no information. We heard Ben Crump say that earlier in the stream. He doing an investigation. He just got on the case yesterday. He got retained yesterday. They got the independent autopsy. The mother don't know no information. She don't know what happened. Nobody's talking to her. And she hasn't seen her son. Think about that. Your child went missing a week ago with some friends that I'm pretty sure they knew. And he just not coming back home and ain't nobody giving me an explanation. Nobody saying nothing. So I can't call the boy's friend that's probably was over my house all the time, or I know the parents. I can't call y'all and y'all can't explain to me. We got to wait on an investigation. We're not law enforcement. Why y'all can't talk to me? Are y'all already making yourself out to be suspects? Why these boys' parents can't talk to Nolan's parents? Y'all know his parents. They go to the same, they went to the same high school. So y'all couldn't even talk to the mother? Come over her house with your sons and y'all talk about play by play about what actually happened? Y'all waiting around on the police? These folks waiting around on the police instead of giving these people answers to what happened to their child. This is family. Exactly. Deleting messages, everything. Vic said, I was in the military. They tried to make it hard for me to rank. I got wrote up for stupid stuff. Yeah, bro, they don't like to see black people excel in nothing. But we don't complain. We just keep going. We see the bullshit that y'all try to do. We see the systems that y'all put in place to try to stop us, but we still excel. We still win. You know how I know that, family? Because they always try to target us. They have to paint a narrative about us. They have to make sure that we looked at as violent people that don't want to work. Y'all lazy, EBT, food stamps. Huh? Last time I checked, we are 40 on the scoreboard. The fuck y'all talking about? No, what it is, y'all are jealous of us because we better than you. I'm just going to flat out and say it. We're better than you. And you know it. Exactly, Katie Styles. Come back home. Come back. Go home and say nothing. Just evil. How y'all just gonna come back, go home, and just go back to regular scheduling program? Like ain't nothing happened. Like no, y'all ain't just left Nolan out there in the ocean, body floating in the water. And y'all not gonna speak to the parents? The parents not gonna speak to the parents? If your child was with my child and your child didn't come back home, and my child come back home, and I found out, I'm like, hey, what the fuck what's the name at? What you mean? Bring your ass here. You better tell me now what happened. And you better not fucking lie. Where that boy at? When the last time? Let's go. We going over to the house. We going to get the other friends. We all coming together as parents. Y'all better tell us the fucking truth right now. Matter of fact, let's go back on the boat and go over there. Let's go do that. All of us. Show us directly where y'all went to, where y'all stopped at, where the last time y'all seen him, and you better not fucking lie. You think my child finna come home and he was out with his friends and one of his friends didn't make it home? And you think you finna come lay up in my house and just make sure? Boy. You don't know where your friend went. But you came back without your friend that you went on a boat trip with, but you don't know where your friend at? Let me go ahead and call. Yeah. Hey, we on our way over there. Your son missing? We on our way over there. You got some explaining to do, and you better start now. You better tell her where her son was last seen at, and I mean right now. Let's get back in that boat. Let's go take us exactly where y'all was at. Let's go. And if you don't tell me, I ain't even gonna say that. But guys, come on now. Am I making sense? How can your child come home? He was out with their friends and they don't know where their friends at. It's only those demonic people. It's only those devilish people. It's always them. It's always them. Nobody got no answers for where this boy was last seen at. Everybody just go home late. Think about how evil these people is, family. These people went home, lay down in their bed and waking up every day like everything just regular, everything just normal. This is them. This is their lineage. This is their behavior. They go back home and lay down and act like nothing, like a black child ain't left out there in the ocean. Hey, y'all forgot that y'all friend was out there in the ocean floating? I'm just trying to, I don't know, fam. I'm just trying to make this make sense. I don't know. I know 1 + 1 is 2. I know 2 + 2 is 4. 3 + 3 is 6. The math ain't mathing. I go somewhere with you, family. I go somewhere with you. We go somewhere. We go somewhere together. I come back without you, but I don't know where you went. I got your phone, but I don't know where you at. Me and you went to... All right, y'all got it. Y'all got it. That's what I said yesterday, Katie Styles. They didn't even want to assist the help team. If that was my child would be on that boat out there giving directions to where they search team so they know exactly where they was at. No need to question about what my child said. We'll be on the news. What I'm going to get a lawyer for? Now, if you done something to that boy, now that's a different other problem. You're going to get held accountable. Because what? Wow, that's crazy, LaToya. That's crazy. Exactly. Fix a bowl, play the game. Like it's like damn, y'all left somebody out there in the ocean on an island. And y'all just going home like everything, like y'all rowed the boat back. Y'all rowed the boat back home like everything's all good. Damn, that gotta be you gotta be a wicked motherfucker, bro. You gotta be a wicked motherfucker, family. Exactly, Monica. The exposure is coming out of everywhere. Yeah, they getting exposed. They getting exposed. Yeah, a lot of shit is about to get exposed. That's why they want us quiet, Monica. That's why they want us quiet. This is why they want to silence us. This is why they try to attack platforms like this. This is why they try to shame us so much. Because we exposing the lies and we not stopping. Think about it. We just would have gave up on Carmelo Anthony after the trial and didn't talk about him no more and expose all this shit that Judge Roach was doing. And not talk about what we just read right there in that appeal. Because we the reason why that those attorneys are on their case. They see how loud the grassroots was about Carmelo Anthony. And they put the pressure on them to go ahead and get on this case and do it for free. Because of us. But rest in peace to Nolan. Sending condolences to his family, his loved ones, everybody that's affected from this situation. And I wish the worst for those boys. I wish the absolutely worst. And I want to say I appreciate everybody that participated in the chat. I thank you guys so much for showing up, holding it down. Exactly, Monica. We would not stay quiet. We're not. Salute to my channel members. I appreciate you guys. Salute to the new subscribers. I'm happy to have you here. Salute to the family. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. You guys give me the fuel to show up every single day the way I do. My people give me the fuel to show up every single day the way I do. You disrespect my people, I show up like the boogeyman. I am the black assassin. Get prepared. Y'all better be ready because I'm only getting better. I'm only growing. This is about to get real over here. This platform right here. See, a voice like me need to be in the mainstream media because I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm not one of these uppity motherfuckers who want to say everything PC. No, that's not happening. We coming. But salute to the chat before we head up out of here, family. Can we get rest in peace to Nolan in the chat before we go? Can I see rest in peace to Nolan in the chat before we get up out of here, family? Rest in peace to Nolan. Salute to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Until we meet again. Salute, salute. Rest in peace to Nolan. Free Carmelo Anthony. We only getting started, baby. We only getting started. Salute to the family. I'm out.